redeem the first. Oh my gosh. Hi, Pepe. Wow, you're very fast today, Pepe. Super fast. Hello. How's everyone today? Oh, hang on. I just want to do this. I need to pin the message as well. Ask Boomernet anything, questions. Type questions here. Alright, let me pin that. How are you, Pepe? How's your Sunday? Where's my phone? Hang on, I get my phone. It's charging in my bedroom. Hello. Hey, Germs. Pepe, you damn tired already? You have like school tomorrow or something. Germs, you're a bit slow. Pepe already redeemed the first. Oh, see? It's always like that one. Tomorrow start school. Okay. Jump, see lah. That's what happens. This is what happens. You just leave for 1 second, cannot already. Exactly. I got a lot of good questions, man. Feel free to continue adding. Feel free to continue adding. Feel free to continue adding questions, cause like I can always answer them anytime. Jamsa, are you helping me to do my Genshin dailies? If you're free lah, if you're free. If not, it's okay. I can do them after stream. Or I can do them now. But then now I know if I do play Genshin, right, it will become a Genshin stream. Hidden Blade achievement. What's that? It's Honkai, is it, Pepe? Hang on, I'm just updating my socials. Dun 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 dun. Remember, you heal yourself with a follow-up when you're lower than 5%. Heal yourself? Who heals? As in who? Blake can heal himself, meh? Okay, I'm gonna go to my Twitter and say it's happening now. I'm so confused. Twitter logo is now X. I mean, I'm not used to it at all, man. I'm super not used to it at all. Hahaha, try your blade, okay. Highly unlikely I will have time, but I will try. Blade attack can heal like 落茶? Oh, let's just take it easy, man. Today it's gonna be a chill stream. I say that every day, every time. It's passive. Heal a bit. Cool. Okay, I ask you guys, right? I think this format very hard to see the question, so maybe I changed a format a little bit. Okay, like that. Yeah. Tax talent. Max talent, you mean, Germs? I can't stand how Twitter is an X. It's like, Twitter is called X now, but this doesn't match up. This is like the worst case of rebranding ever. How not to rebrand? Hello, Amaya Rain. Welcome in. Hello, hello. How are you today on this Sunday? I think, guys, I will start from the bottom and then I'll go to the top. In that case, is it better to sort by new posts added last? Alright, I'll do that. I think it'll be easier. Alright, come on, refresh. Nope, it's not refreshing. Posting. No, it doesn't. Oh, it doesn't work now. Newest to oldest, oldest to newest. That's what I want. Yeah. Okay. Guys, have you checked out my new TikTok? That was the lazy effort, okay? Lazy effort TikTok. I didn't realize, right, that MLBB, right, actually has their like automated highlights. So you can choose to upload your highlights straight to like TikTok after the match. I was like, oh, this is easy. Hey Cap! Welcome! Happy Sunday to you. We're gonna do something different today. Because I always do Genshin, right? So I'm gonna do just chatting instead. Yeah. I'm good. How are you? I had a pretty chill, relaxing day. Well, it was pretty funny what happened today. If you guys want to hear about my day. Like, so something stupid happened today. But it's like, it's just funny. It's just funny because you guys can always laugh at me because I always do stupid things. Not stupid things, but more like I just always get into funny situations. Well, it's not really funny, but it's more like it's amusing, I guess. Okay, Jumps. Basically, right, like something. Okay, so after gym today, right, after gym today, I wanted to go out to buy ice cream. Okay, so I went to buy my ice cream. Nothing wrong with the ice cream part. So I went to one of my favorite ice cream places, and I bought a tub of ice cream, like a tub, and it was just in those styrofoam tubs, right? Okay, then after that, I was walking back home. Then I saw this like fried food stuff. It was like Shiling chicken. Basically, it's like fried food stuff. Then I was like, oh man, you know, should I buy? It's like Sunday night. I should just treat myself, right? I should just like treat myself because tomorrow is gonna be the start of the work week. So I went to buy this thing. So basically, I didn't realize this shop, right, has two self, like, you know, those those like choose, you know, like self checkout machines. So two of them, one at the front of the shop and one at the back of the shop. So I paid for my stuff at the front of the shop. Then I was like, okay, what do I do? So I just walked in at the back of the shop where there seems to be a lot of people waiting around. So I thought all the food was gonna be at the back because there are two counters. Yeah. Then I was waiting for half an hour. Hi Niraj, I was waiting for half an hour with my ice cream in my bag. Okay, in this little bag that I have, this like shopping bag. And I was like, then I kept asking the guy, is my number ready yet? Then he's like, no. Then it turns out, right, half an hour I was waiting there, right? It's like, you know, they had like numbers and stuff, like, you know, like call out the number. And they're all not sequential, they're all random numbers, completely random numbers. So after that, right, I was like, how come so funny? Half an hour, then like some people order like after me already got their food and finished their food already. Then I walked back to the front counter at the front of the shop. I was like, oh, is this mine? Then they were like, oh yeah. Then I was like, oh wait, how long was this ago? By the way, I was speaking in Chinese as well. Okay, so my Chinese not very good, but everyone there is speaking Chinese. Like, how long ago was this ago? Then he said, oh, very long already. Then I was like, oh, I didn't hear the number. Then he said, oh, you need to watch out for the number. Then I was like, oh, but I thought it was inside. They said, no, if you order here, then it's here. If you order inside, then it's inside. Then I was like, huh? And you know what's the worst thing, guys? When I stepped out of the shop, right? It was pouring, raining like hell. And I was thinking to myself, oh my god, Nat, you could have picked up your thing maybe like 15-20 minutes earlier and got home by now and escaped the rain. But no, Nat had to be so dumb. She had to go all the way to the back of the shop thinking everything is gonna come out from the back end, right? But no. And then when she walked out of the shop, it's raining. And then I have the ice cream in one of my bags. Then I have the food. And somehow, because you see, I'm so giamsat, right? I'm so cheapskate, right? I don't want to pay for plastic bag. So I had these 2 brown bags of this like fried food, right? I put it in the ice cream bag. Okay, so I was like eating and running because it was really cold already. The food was already cold already. And then I was thinking to myself, I should just eat it now because, you know, otherwise it's gonna get even colder. So it's cold already. I was eating and running. And then my poor paper bag, because now in Australia, everything's all paper bag now. They ban plastic. Mostly, they ban a lot of plastic bags everywhere. Right. So this paper bag, right? And then I was like holding it, running around. Then luckily, by the time I got home, right, I realized there's a hole at the bottom of the bag. So yeah, anyway, by the time I got home, I was drenched. My shoes were wet. But at least I ate like some half of my popcorn chicken and my fried oyster mushrooms. But still, guys, I felt so annoyed. Yes, and hi Bunny, welcome in. I felt so annoyed because I was thinking to myself, no, got air fryer at home. I was very hungry. After my ice cream, I was very hungry. Yeah. So yeah. Thanks, Maki. Are you still writing up my fanfic? Yeah, Jones, I know. Laughing at Nat or with Nat, huh? You sure not, Maki? Yeah, Jones, I couldn't wait anymore already. I just kept it in the fridge now. I decided that I would rather I would rather just eat it now. And then tomorrow what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like cook some noodles or whatever, air fry it, and then put it with my noodles. That'll be very nice, yeah. Hi, yeah, Maki, fine. Okay, like laughing with me. Anyway, how's everyone today? Hopefully better than my day. So anyway, I'm happy because I got my ice cream. I got what I wanted. So even though like I had a bit of a kerfuffle at the fried food shop, but it is all good. I sorted out that already, and I you know got home safely. I didn't fall down anything, so all good. You're clearing your wardrobe. New work needs new clothes. OT can throw already. Hey, James, when do you start your new job? What the? Maki, what is that? Nato... What? Sunbei reading our comments on Weverse. Stan Atobin with the soloist Nato Boomer. What? I haven't... Maki, I have absolutely no idea what's... what did you just say? Oh my god, James, so soon! Congrats. Just 2 more weeks. Tahan a bit more and then you'll be fine. What is Sunbei? Sunbei? What is Sunbei? Sunbei? What is that? I don't know. Okay, I need you to translate that comment. Oh, Hansi, hello! Yay! Did you? So it worked after you refreshed, is it? Yeah. Sometimes it's like that. Sometimes I also got this. I also have the same error, and I just have to keep refreshing. Or I try like different browsers. Yeah, I try different browsers, then it will work. How do you pronounce it, Maki? Is it Sunbei or Sanbei? Yeah. So is it like senpai basically? Sunbei is senpai, isn't it? Sunbei, okay. Weverse is an app. Sunday, Sunbei. Alright, thanks, Maki. Alright, Hansi, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad everyone's here today. Oh, all of you here to hear my hot boomer takes. Yeah. Okay, ask you for your opinion, okay, guys? Because this is basically, I wanna ask you what you prefer. Okay? Do you prefer if you see my face on the big screen, meaning instead of the browser, you see my face? Then we have the browser as like a small version of it. Or do you prefer like this right now? Up to you. Do you prefer to see my face? Or not? Don't like my face? Never mind also. Do you prefer to see the questions? Sunbei Nim. Sunbei Nim. Okay. So that means like senpai. Alright, this is good. Alright. That's good. Yeah, I scare people like, yeah, I think my face will be too distracting for people. Fudodo. Is that a new song? Is this a new song, Maki? Alright, perfect. Okay, great. Yeah. Like, I decided to do something a little bit different today for my streams. Because I realized I've been doing a lot of Genshin. I just need to take a break from Genshin. Hello, Andrew. Welcome in. I'm good. How are you? How's your Sunday? You can't spell? Oh, it's okay, Maki. You were very close. Yeah. Oh. I don't know why I'm so sleepy. Some of these questions really crack me up. I thought about some of the answers to some of these questions as well. So yeah. Hi Suba, welcome in. Happy Sunday to you. How are you? Hello. Your mom doesn't understand Wordle. Yeah, it takes a while. It takes a few times to actually get the gist of how it works. Yeah. So anyway, yes, I just need to have a Genshin detox for a little bit. We're gonna have a just chatting stream, so feel free to put your questions. You can either check out the pin message or you can use the command AMA. What's new? Nothing much, Suba. Just telling chat what happened to me today. Pretty funny. As usual, I always get caught in the rain. That's Melbourne for you. You always get caught in the rain when you're in Melbourne. Yeah. Hi, newbie. Yes, it's you. Welcome in. Yeah, so today I'm doing an AMA instead of my Genshin stream. But who knows, maybe I'll play Genshin after this. Nah. Better not. You went to Outram Park for cable car? Oh, you mean you went to like Mount Faber there, is it? Nice. Yeah. Sentosa, that's fun. Did you go Vivo City? Yeah. Lucky you're in Singapore for how long? Yeah, alright. Okay, so today we're gonna start with some questions. I'm not sure, okay, some of these questions, right? I can tell who wrote them. Quite obvious. Some of these questions, I don't know who wrote them. So, I hope that whoever wrote these questions are here to hear my hot takes and my advice. Okay? So I don't know, some of them I really don't know who they are. So yes. So I guess we'll just start, take it easy and start. The Discord noti just came on. Alright, maybe you wait a few more minutes for people to stream in. Get it? Newbie, do you need more help with that? Do you need help with that? Can you try again? Try again, newbie. Sometimes it takes a while. Moobot takes a while to work. Till 6 August, you'll miss like 5 days of school. How come you get to miss school? Huh? That's nice. Ah, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah. Like, you can miss school anytime you want. Gosh, that's nice. I wish I can do that too. What do you mean? I wish I miss work anytime. First week? What do you mean first week? I don't know when school starts anymore. When does school start? August? Yeah. My sense of school and timing and school terms, right, is like long gone already, guys. I've been out of school for so long. You had a perfect school streak last school year. No, you didn't miss school at all. August 1st? Oh. Your song request has 1 billion views. Wow, newbie. Alright. What kind of school starts August 1st? I don't know. Singapore doesn't start August 1st. Singapore starts 2nd of January. Yeah. Oh, it's okay, Pepe. No worries. I haven't started yet also. You had dreams of being in school, Suba. Ooh. Today I woke up and I was like, oh, I woke up in a shock. I was thinking to myself, oh my god, today do I have work? Then I woke up realizing, hey, no, today is Sunday. Hey, I can sleep in a bit more. Do you still get that, guys? Ignore the third question. I thought that was Pepe's question. Was that your question, newbie? I thought that was Pepe's question. Ayo. Guess I was wrong. Not yours, Pepe. Okay, no worries. Yeah, guys, you feel free to keep the questions coming. Because I will try my best to answer everything. Yeah. So shall we start? Let me start. Anyway, this is very chill lah. Free and easy. Free and easy. Yeah. You can ask me anything you want about Genshin, about life, about job, relationship, your fortune, about Australia in general, I'm very happy to answer anything. Yeah, Pepe. I think I know which one is yours already. It broke. I think it takes. Yeah, newbie, right? I recommend, right? You just use the YouTube link to request the song, so that definitely it will not be the wrong song. Yeah. Okay, who's ready? If you're ready, press 1 in chat, so I know you're ready. Okay, yep. Alright, Pepe, super, thanks. I'm so glad we got a variety of questions, so that there's some like really serious ones, some really funny ones, some Genshin related ones, so yeah. You pressed but never said, ayo, Germs. Today eat seaweed. Oh, good. Alright, so the first question is, hey, Hamizan, welcome. Hello. Just starting our AMA session. Yeah. So yeah, feel free to type your questions. Command is exclamation mark AMA, or the link is in the pin message, so go check it out. Your song request is Monkey Dancing. Alright, newbie. We'll check it out when it comes. Okay. Let me just zoom a little bit so you guys can see the questions a little bit better. Okay. The first one is, how do I make new friends? 3. I'm not sure what the 3 at the end of the question represents. But I'm just gonna focus on the question. So how do I make new friends? This is from a broken-hearted soul. Oh, when I read this, I feel like this person has had their heart broken many times and maybe possibly hasn't had many good friendships or relationships in life, and is now asking about like how to actually like make genuine connections with other people. This is really hard. This is really hard as an adult. I don't know how old is a broken-hearted soul, but I feel like as you get older, it's kind of harder to make friends. Everyone is so busy with their lives, right, that they just don't have time for even their current friends. It's so like, yeah, Maki, I will get to them later. I'm just gonna go from the oldest to the newest. Yeah. So I feel like this question is very important. And this is my take on it. I think it's very hard to make friends just if you do nothing. Yeah, yeah, yes. Maki, the song is so good. Okay, you go listen to it. Yeah, yeah. You care. Boba person? What boba person, newbie? I get so distracted. You guys are distracting me already. Hi, Akari. Nothing. We just started only. Yeah. I was just trying to answer this question. How do I make new friends? Yeah. I think, right, as I was saying, right, as you get older, it's hard to make new friends because everyone's so busy with their lives. They don't even have time for their normal current friends. Not normal, I mean current friends. Right. That I think the best way to make new friends is really to actually like do some, like, actually go out and do some like new, start a new hobby. Like join a dance class. Join, like, you always wanted to learn a language, go for language classes. You always wanted to learn how to dance, go for dance classes. If you want a martial arts, go for those classes, or go for anything, if it doesn't have to involve money, but like go and find like things that interest you. Like maybe people might organize meetups and stuff. Because I feel, right, yeah, exactly, new hobby, yeah. Because I feel, right, that it's always easy. I mean, it's easy to make online friends, like, via Twitter, like through Twitter and all those stuff, right? But more often than not, right, it's harder. I'm not saying it's not possible, but the odds of, like, the probability of making more genuine connections, right, I feel is much easier in, like, face-to-face IRL in real life situations. I feel it's very difficult to make friends purely just online. And don't get me wrong, I have very good online friends. But if you're looking for, like, sometimes you're just looking for something more. Like, there's something different about, like, face-to-face, like, in-person communication, right? And I feel like the best way to do that is to really go for classes, go for meetups, Like, if there's something that's always been holding you back, right? Let's say if you feel very anxious, I'm none of my current friends, or if you don't even have any current friends, want to, like, join me, I say, this is your sign. Auntie Net says, just do it. Okay? Just go for it. You have no idea how many classes I just do by myself. Okay? Because I couldn't find anyone to go with me, and maybe someone else doesn't really have the same interest as me. So, yes, Akari, just do it. This is your sign. If there's something that you've always wanted to do, just go for it. Okay? At the end of the day, right, you gotta make yourself. You gotta do what's best for you and what you want. Don't be the one regretting it. Okay? Like, just if you've been thinking about something for a while, work towards it and just go do it. So that's my number one tip to making new friends. For if you feel like, maybe perhaps even if you're a little bit more introverted, I still say put yourself out there, push yourself outside of your comfort zone, because I think I think, like, I think you will only get something unexpected when you push yourself out of your comfort zone. Yeah. Yes. Thank you, newbie. Yes. That's my answer to that. Go for classes. Take up a new hobby. Okay. As much as possible. Okay. Go for, like, more, like, in-person things. But of course, if you feel like, oh my god, you're really scared or anxious, then try online. Make sure, like, the thing about online, right, is that this is my other hot take, is that I feel like online environments can be a little bit toxic at times. Like, I feel like cancel culture is so much more prevalent online than it is in real life. I think in real life people are more understanding, or at least you can convey your intention and context better. But online is very hard. You can't read, like, subtext and everything. Reading between the lines is very difficult. So I feel where sometimes people are more mean online. But so that's why I say in real life, if you can. Yeah. So that's my answer for that. So, broken hearted soul, I hope, right, that you'll be able to make new friends. Because I think humans in general, I think whenever people say I'm okay to be lonely, I'm okay to be by myself, whilst I would like to believe that they are really are, but I also believe, right, that deep down inside, somehow deep down inside, right, they actually crave for some human connection. So yeah, I feel like people who say they're okay, sometimes maybe not okay. Yeah, exactly, Hansi, that's right. It is difficult, but I feel, right, Hansi, that it's very rewarding when you do find someone who you can really click with and bond with. Yeah. It's one of those things, right, where you got to nurture. Yeah, it doesn't come very quickly or easily, or takes time, but I think it'll be so much more rewarding. So yes, that's my advice for the broken hearted soul. I hope things go well for you. Okay. Dip in your soul, exactly. Oh, newbie, I don't know. Newbie, what song is that? Okay, I'm gonna have to remove songs if they're a bit sassy. At least now it's a Coldplay song, so that's okay. That's right, Maki. That's one of my quotes for tonight. Deep into your soul. Deep. Yeah, alright. How to stop myself from using every single moral or materials I have for now. Struggle is real. Yeah. Um this is a very good question. Um it's just simply because, right, I just don't know what to do. Yeah, I just don't know what to do. Because sometimes when I get a new character, right, and I'm like, oh, I don't really like to. Exactly, Hansi. I just don't know what to do, so I don't use it. So I don't do anything. So all I do is just hoard. Yeah. And to be very honest, right, when I was very low AR, like before I was like AR 30, AR 40, right? Okay. I always did the ley lines for the heroes wits. Not heroes wits. I mean, basically just ley lines. I didn't do any artifact farming at all. So I've accumulated a lot over the years. Yeah. And also I have this mentality, right, where like I didn't really feel the need to level up every character I have. Yeah, be exactly. I didn't know what I was doing when I was like low AR most of the time. Yeah. So right, like basically you don't even have to don't feel the need to level up everything. Because you know why? I'm someone who's a perfectionist in some ways. Like, for example, I get this weapon, right? Or I get this artifact, right? But I'm like, I don't think this is good enough. I think I can do better. Exactly. So have that mentality, guys. I think I can do better. And that way you will always hoard. Because you will be like, I think I can do better, so I won't level this up. I think I can get something better, so I won't level this up. That's why Child for a very, very long time only had a level 80 Rust. Because I didn't want to level it up to level 90. Yeah. Okay, Maki, thank you. You should add that to the fanfic. Okay, Maki? Yeah. So right, if you have this mentality that you think you can do better, then you will never use your resources. Right. You will just be hoarding because you're saving up for the best. Yes. Exactly, Maki, very inspirational. Yeah. Why you guys have such weird questions? You want me to answer those questions? You put it on the ballot, lah, newbie. Exactly. Yeah, to be honest, right, Hansi, the funny thing, right, is that even though I didn't know what I was doing, but somehow I ended up doing the right thing. It's funny how life is, right? Sometimes you don't know what you're doing. I think that's analogous to real life. Because sometimes you don't know what you're doing and you end up doing the right thing. Guys, we all don't know what we're doing with our lives, okay? I don't know what I'm doing. You don't know what we're doing. We all don't know what we're doing. We're just trying to do our best, okay? Yeah. So guys, don't worry. If you don't know what you're doing, just keep doing what you're doing. And I mean, don't just do blindly. But ask around, ask for help. But eventually, you'll get where you want. You'll get there. Okay. Eventually, you'll be like me, and you'll have a lot of things that you hoarded. All right. Okay. I can't poop. How to poop? This is a very good question. This is my hot tip for those who have constipation. Okay. Alright, Hansi. Yeah, you should know that those inspirational quotes that you favorite that, put it on your walls. Yeah. Alright. Okay, hot tip for constipation. This is what I always do. Okay, when I can't poop. Eat papaya. I guarantee you, eat the papaya. Okay? You drink the prune juice. You eat the papaya, you drink the prune juice. Okay, Akari, buy prune juice. You guys, have you tried this prune juice? I tell you, every time I drink this prune juice, I poo. I poo like hell. Yes, Germs agrees with me. Yes, prune juice, guys. Just get any brand. Get the cheap brand, doesn't matter. Okay, the prune juice will help you. Diarrhea. If you get diarrhea, okay, best thing is to hydrate. Okay, hydrate a lot. Hydrate a lot first. Yeah. And then for me personally, when I have diarrhea, right, I would take the diarrhea pills lah. Sound like my mom. Yeah, I know. Oh, thanks, Germs. It's because this is all the auntie advice that's accumulated over the years, you know. How long after prune juice will you poop? 1 to 3 hours. Yeah, prune juice is super effective. Okay, guys, prune juice. That's my hot take. Prune juice and papaya. Okay. All right. You did no poop. What? Oh, newbie, you need to poop every day. Be sure I'm someone who poops every day. Guys, I have friends who only poop once or twice a week. I don't know how you guys do it, but you need to poop every day. Okay? If you poop once or twice a week, maybe see a doctor. Yeah, because I don't think that's good for you. I think once I knew someone who held their poop for 1 month, had a massive stomach ache and had to go to the hospital. Please don't hold your poo. It's not okay to hold your poo. Pepe, are you for real? You poop once every 2 weeks? Pepe? Are you for... Wait, I need to Google this. How often should you poop? 3 times a week. Okay, and 3 times a week is still not so bad. What's poop knife? I don't want to Google what's poop knife, Hamizan. 3 to 6 times a month you poop. Okay, guys. Okay, I think we're uncovering a lot of potential health problems here. I'm not a doctor, but at the same time, I don't think it's very healthy to poop only once a fortnight. I'm not a doctor. Not net a doctor. I am not a doctor. Between 3 times a week to 3 times a day. Okay, sometimes I can poop up to 2-3 times a day also, depending on what I eat. Yeah, exactly. Going longer than 3 days without one is too much. Okay, maybe 5 times a day. I don't know. Maybe that's a little bit too much. It says here, average healthy person poops about once or twice a day. Oh my god, I have never heard of such a thing before. How on earth do you poop so much? How? Will people actually keep knives in the toilet to cut their poop? Okay, guys, this is a bit disturbing. I've never had a problem where a poop cannot flush. I prefer your newbie 4976 newbie. Yeah. Pepe? Pepe, can you please see a doctor? If your doctor says you're okay, then okay. But I don't know, man. What to do if you haven't pooped in 5 days? Honestly, if I don't poop in 2-3 days, I scared already, you know. I very scared already. I will be like, oh my god, I cannot. Oh my god, you put very long poop. Okay. Okay, guys. Okay. Some people, okay, I don't know about you guys, right? But for my dad personally doesn't need to have a stomachache to poo. His poop is on schedule one, always in the morning. Some people can poo on schedule, okay? For me, I can poo somewhat on schedule, but I need to have a bit of a feeling to poop. It's not say like a serious stomachache, but more like I feel a little bit uncomfortable. Yeah. Elbow level, what the hell, Maki? That's insane. What did your cousin eat? Oh my god, Hamizan, yeah. I don't know what people poop, man. Okay, I don't know. Yeah. I'm not sure about that, man, Hamizan. I don't know. I never pooped so much poop before. Oh my god, Maki, that's not good. You tell your cousin to poop more regularly. Can you tell your cousin that Auntie Nat say you must poop at least 3 times a week? Please. Okay. Alright, I think we're done with the poop question. Are we satisfied with the poop answers? Tell your cousin, Auntie Nat says go poop now. What do you mean, newbie? What do you mean? Okay, next one. How do I get rid of my short attention span? A crying soul asks. This is a good question. I feel like nowadays, due to TikTok and all these social media things, right? Nowadays, our people. Our people. I wanted to say our generation, not our people, sorry. Our generation have very poor attention spans. Yeah. Yeah. Auntie Nato, someone is pooping. Who is pooping? I don't know who's pooping. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you don't tell your cousin Maki. Close TikTok, yeah. Delete TikTok. Yeah, what is Gen Alpha? What is this new term that I don't know? Gen Alpha? Oh my god. People born in 2010. Okay. Honestly, these people I don't know. Okay. Okay. YouTube. Yeah, exactly. Anything that is short form media. Anything that's less than 1 minute. Guys, this is a real phenomenon, okay, that I have never witnessed before in my life until very recently in the last few years. Even when I was growing up, right? When I was using social media in my teens, which was a very, very, very long time ago, never encountered this phenomenon before. Yeah. Yeah, that's right, Hamizan. Exactly. Try something else that will sustain attention a bit longer. This is the first time I ever seen, right, on social media, right, on TikTok, right, that you watch a video on top and below got Diner Dash or like what's that game called where you go through the tunnels and whatever? Huh? I'm like, huh? What's that? Do I watch the top or do I watch the bottom? You know that Minecraft, yeah, whatever the dash game is, Temple Run. Oh my goodness. What are we encouraging and reinforcing here, guys? When there's a lull in the video you want to watch, you go and watch the Temple Run. To overstimulation. This is called overstimulation. Okay? Okay, guys. You know, this is not good for your attention. Auntie Nat say one. Okay? So, Auntie Nat say, first of all, don't watch those TikTok videos! Yeah, exactly, newbie. Exactly. I'll give you an example. TikTok video Temple Run or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what. Like they have a video, and then at the bottom, Temple Run crop video. Is that what it's called? Like half. Like half video, half Temple Run. Like half video. I don't know how to do this. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know how to show you an example. I don't know, man. Okay, I understand the idea, the concept of fidget toys and whatever, right? Okay. But I don't know if this is actually I don't know if this is actually possible with visual stimulus. I don't know if actually visual because okay, when you think about it, right? When you think about fidget toys, right? You know, like you might be paying. Okay, for me, I fidget a lot. I cannot have two of the similar mode stimulus when I want to focus on one thing. So, for example, let's say my boss is talking, right? If I have background music that's Dimash, right? What do you think will happen? How is it gonna help me focus? When I hear someone talking, and then suddenly there's like a video or whatever next step, I say, how? I don't get it. Or like some flashy background. You know? It's different. So what I'm trying to, okay, please don't quote me, right? But this is what my layman thing is trying to explain. I don't know about you, Germs, but for me, it's personally very distracting. Any movement is very distracting for me. Yeah. Like, so for example, I'm someone who fidgets a lot. So when I'm talking to my boss, I actually will move my seat around. Like, I'll swivel my seat, or I will like step from side to side. That's to help me regulate myself. But I cannot have something that is similar, like a similar mode or whatever, or like something happening in the background. I will focus on that instead. Yeah. Is that an example, newbie? Alright, let me have a look at this one. I don't do that lah. I just step from side to side. Yeah. But I do notice myself. I do move a lot. Oh my god, I'm struggling. I can't deal with this. That's right, Hamizan. Delete TikTok. I follow me on TikTok. Just joking. This is hilarious. What are the comments? Hilarious. You put on standard banner. Oh my gosh. Congrats, Maki. Anyway, guys, okay, this is my hot take on getting rid of your short attention span. First of all, don't watch TikTok videos. Okay, what I'm trying to say, yeah, I know, right, Hansia? Look at that, I want to faint already. Like, no, I'm not saying don't watch TikTok videos, but I feel, right, a lot of the time, right, we get into this phase, right, this pattern, right, of doom scrolling. Yeah, I only watch my TikTok video. Yeah, we can do this pattern of like doom scrolling. Then we just like, because what we're doing, right, is trying to stimulate our brains, but we're failing. So our tolerance right is getting higher and higher. We need more stimulants to be able to focus. You know? Yeah. Like, but okay, jokes aside, right? I feel like nowadays people can't watch any long form videos anymore. Yeah. Everything you have to be like within the first 5-10 minutes or 5-10 seconds. Yeah. Really, Pepe. Oh my goodness, that's even worse. Yeah. Yeah, Germs, I think you need to train the algorithm to know what you like. Yeah. Honestly, the best way to get rid of short attention span is to really focus, is really to practice mindfulness, which I know is not for everyone. I know it's not for everyone, but I feel like if you really want to try to help with your attention focus, right? Your attention span, right? Yeah, that's right, Maki. You really need to practice slowing down, because right now our life is so fast paced. We're all about instant gratification. Last time, right? Like, I had to wait so long just to watch one YouTube video because the internet was so slow, you know. Like, oh, baby. What do you mean, baby? What do you mean staring into the abyss? Yeah. Basically, some mindfulness exercises, right, that I personally recommend. Oh, no worries, Kuro. Thanks for the lurk. Thank you, thank you. And happy birthday. I think it's today or tomorrow, right, Kuro? Happy birthday. You'll be what? Bagel. Oh my goodness. Alright. Yeah. So I recommend a few mindfulness apps and mindfulness exercises. Smiling Mind. I recommend Smiling Mind. Oh, that's cool. Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think so too. I think sometimes it's about training ourselves to watch longer videos. Which I don't think is the best training, but no, some it's a starting point. Smiling Mind is a good one if you want to try. Yeah, Headspace one is good as well. Smiling Mind, Headspace, Headspace is not bad. Yeah. Also, if you just want a very quick and easy tip, right, for mindfulness, way too entertaining. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Oh my god, Nyato Bean! What's my Nyato Bean? I forgot what redeem that is. Oh yeah. This is the Nyato Bean. I need to think about what's my. Unfortunately, right, my camera doesn't. Can you see my cat ears? Hehe. So right. Nya, ichi, ni, san. Yeah, arigato. That's for you, Cap. Okay, this is one like exercise that I like to do. It's called square breathing. I don't know if any of you have heard of square breathing before, but this is possibly the easiest out of all the breathing exercises, right? This is probably the most straightforward, easy to remember in times of anxiety or your mind is racing. Yeah. No worries, Cap. Ayo, Maki. Okay. Alright. Yeah, so I know. Thank you, my cat ears. I got little bells as well. Yeah. I use this square breathing one. Personally, I think it's very easy to use. And for those of you who struggle with attention problems or racing thoughts, this helps. Basically, you visualize a square. You breathe in 4 seconds, hold 4 seconds, breathe out 4 seconds, and hold for 4 seconds. Easy. Do it. Do it. I tell you guys, you just do it a few times before you sleep. Okay? Just to get into the pattern, the hang of it. Yeah. And another thing, right, that helps with ADHD type poor attention span. Think of, always have something in your mind that goes stop thing do, you know? Hahaha. Genshin Honkai Impact. What do you mean, Yubi? You see what? Why? Everyone in chat is so distracted right now. Stop thing do, guys. Stop. Think. Is this on topic with what Auntie Net is saying? Or not Net is saying? If not, then maybe don't do. Or you know, hang on. Try to practice it now, guys. If you want to get rid of your short attention span, gotta start practicing. Yeah. Which means that like I never played Honkai Impact before, Yubi, so I couldn't answer you there. Yeah. Your deluluness, Maki. Ayo, okay, Maki, okay. Go enjoy being Delulu. Yes, but anyway, guys, what I recommend for short attention spans, don't watch too much TikTok. Okay? Do the square breathing and stop. Think. Is this helpful for me? Then do. Yeah. Okay. You're distracted to your wife. Alright, Maki. Billy Ginger asks, is love even real? Skippity? What is skippity? Guys, what do you think? I want to hear your... What do you think, guys? Is love real? I want to hear your responses before I answer this. Yeah. Do you believe... What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. Come on. What is love? What is love? Exactly. What is love these days? Pepe says yes. Who else? Who believes in love? Love is a lie. Oh gosh. Okay, I'm gonna do a poll. Let's do a poll, guys. Do you believe in love? Yes. No. Just curious. Do the poll. Do the poll. You have a crush day food? Can eat one. You have a crush day food? Oh gosh. Why are these crabs running around in this video? Wow. Interesting responses for the poll. Right now we have 71% for yes and 29% for no. The crab rave? Oh my, crabs. Oh, thanks, Germs. You the best. You the best. We got 6 votes for yes and 2 votes for no. Okay. It's nice to see so many people still believe in love here. I think, right, people... Okay, let's just... Okay, guys, for those of you who voted yes or no, if you feel comfortable, can you share why? I'm very curious as to your thinking process behind it. Why do you believe in love? Or why don't you believe in love? Whenever I think of love, I think of this song. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. True love, Dimash and Auntie Net. Oh gosh. I wish there's one-sided love. But also because you're in a relationship. But even then, a lot of people are in relationships, but they're not in love. Oh, Suba, that's nice. Yes. Yes, isn't there? Like, yeah, other people experiences as well, right? Oh, that's nice. Love is an emotion, it's real. Yeah. Suba, that's a very nice answer. Like, overall love, right? There's different kinds of love. Love is petroleum, yeah. Love is pain. That's the beauty of love. You can't love without pain. Otherwise, you were never that invested in the first place. That's my hot take. You can't remove love from pain. It comes together. You know? I don't think it's possible to love someone without feeling any pain. Hi, Skater. We're just chatting right now. Right now, you come to the juicy part. We're doing, is love even real? Love is in the air. Which one is that one? Hatred is created in order to protect love. Oh my. So a lot of people do believe in love. That's good. I agree with Suba's answer, actually. That's what I was gonna say. I think we are very caught up. I think we are very caught up in the idea of romantic love. But you have to remember, there are more different forms of love than just romantic love. There are love for family, love for friends, you know, um, love for the world, love for just believing in the good in people, you know, love is love is everywhere. And a lot of people, I think, right, stop believing in love because they get hurt a lot, like in relationships and stuff. Whether it's romantic relationships or even some people may not come from very good family backgrounds, you know, who didn't really get enough love from their parents or family or caregivers. I feel like it's because of personal experience that's what makes them believe there's no love. And I feel unfortunately life is a bit of luck involved. Some people may not be able to experience the love that they deserve, but I always believe, right, that everyone is capable of giving love, whether it's love for your friends, whether it's love for, you know, other people, love for the world, the environment, you know. I feel, right, that I feel not, maybe not everyone's very lucky to receive love. But I also believe, on the other hand, right, if you keep looking for it, it will eventually come to you in other ways you never expected. Yeah. Yeah, germs, exactly. Good one. Pepe, it's okay. We will get through all the questions tonight. No, I will get through all the questions tonight, otherwise I won't sleep. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, what's what I believe? There is no love without pain, because if you love someone, which means you open up your heart to someone or something or whatever, right? And sometimes people get disappointed and stuff. But that's why I say don't have expectations. It's unconditional love. Just love for the sake of loving. If you don't get any love back, just move on and try to find something else to love. Find love in the smallest things. I liken love to gratitude. Sometimes when I go, like back when I was in Singapore, I used to run along East Coast Park. And I felt so much love just looking at the sunrise. I felt so much love just looking at the sky. I felt so much love from the world. Yeah. I don't know how to describe this. I feel like love is also like the feeling of gratitude. If you can see love in the smallest things, then you don't have to keep chasing it. Yeah. That's why I feel. That's why I feel. I What I've been trying to do, right, is that I've been trying to keep like a gratitude journal where I write what I'm grateful for every day. And so even when I'm having a very bad day, or even when I feel like I had like maybe like a disagreement with someone, or like I felt hurt in some way by someone, right? I try to always find the positives to it, because I always feel that everyone, right, everyone is capable of finding love and giving love, but it takes practice. Yeah, that's right, Suba. Exactly. It takes practice. I don't think it's very easy to love yourself, because society has taught us to hate ourselves so easily. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Society has taught us to be very critical of us ourselves. So guys, start small. Love is real. Love is everywhere. You just need to look for it. Okay? That's my hot take. Bitter Ginger, I hope you find love in the smallest things. Can I ask a question? Yes, you may. Please teach me your hoarding skills. Actually struggling. Well, like what I said earlier, right? What I said earlier. Always believe you will find a better artifact piece. Okay? And then you will not want to use any of your resources. Always think you'll find a better weapon. This 4-star weapon not good enough for child. I'm gonna get a 5-star weapon eventually. Bam. When you get the 5-star weapon, then you spam your resources. Oh, Maki, it's okay. Just admire her from far. Okay. This is an interesting question. Oh, okay. I've never heard of that one before, newbie. How can you low-key give a petty revenge on an ex asking for a friend? Okay. Asking for a friend. Actually, I'm very curious what you people think. I'm very curious what you people think. Do you think it's okay to exact revenge on an ex if they've hurt you? It's okay. Or not really okay, but more like would you do it? Would you do it? If you had the opportunity to exact some kind of revenge or make your ex feel bad, you find the house and punch them. Oh my newbie, you shouldn't do that. People can call the police, okay? No, don't do that, newbie, please. Oh, okay, Suba. Yeah. Yes. Petty revenge on an ex. I let me tell you the best way. And this sounds very trite because it's been said so many times, right? But move every single furniture of your ex by 3 cm. That is pretty funny. That is pretty funny. Okay, these are the funny answers. If it's a little toxic, then no. But if it's actually really toxic, I'd rather just call the police. Yeah. If it's really, yeah, exactly. It depends on the situation. Guys, violence is never okay. If you this is a serious PSA, okay? If your partner is violent towards you, get the hell out of that situation right now. Okay, joking. Not joking, but also serious. Basically, if you can get out of that situation, then you should get out. Okay, violence is never okay. And if you're having trouble getting out of the situation, ask for help. Please ask for help. Okay? Yeah. Anyway, things about petty revenge, right? Yeah, call 911, exactly. Yeah. So Hansi says, wouldn't get revenge on someone, wouldn't make me happy. Yeah, exactly. I don't think have you guys watched the show Beef? That's so funny, man. It's so funny but sad at the same time. It just escalates, you know. I think the best revenge, right, on an ex, right, is to just move on and not care about them anymore. I think it's the best revenge. That's the best revenge. Just move on. Like, there's nothing like, yeah, you know, just like an insect, you know? That's the best revenge. Exactly, Akari. Karma will catch up to the ex. Exactly. At the end of the day, a moment you feel angry is a moment wasted where you could have felt happy instead. A minute spent angry is a minute wasted being happy. That's what I feel. Why? Not saying you shouldn't be angry, but accept the anger and realize that, oh, okay, what can I do about it? If you can't do anything about it, then move on. Maki, what's that? I don't understand. What kind of advice is that? You like beef? The show? This beef. Beef show. This show by Ali Wong and Steven Yeun. Yeah. This show is actually pretty funny. It's about revenge and road rage and everything. I personally watched this and I thought to myself, this is ridiculous. But yes, if you want to watch a show about revenge and how and why you shouldn't take revenge, this is the perfect show to watch. Yeah. Hamizan, you can ask that. You can put that in the Padlet. I'll answer later. Yes, alright. So, in terms of revenge, petty revenge, right? Yeah, I mean, if you really want to do petty revenge, right? Then I guess you can just do, like, silly things like move this. I don't know whether you have access to the furniture. But I don't know. I don't know, actually. I don't know. I feel this is a very slippery slope. Yeah, I think better not. Because you don't know how... I mean, this depends on the situation, right? You don't know how your ex will... I think I guess it has to be anonymous because you don't know whether your ex will go crazy. Yeah. Yeah, Maki, eat. French venti was animated. That's interesting. What did I eat today? Very good question. For lunch, I made pasta. Very good. Very nice pasta. For dinner, I had ice cream. For dinner, I had ice cream. I had this ice cream, in fact. Let me show you. Oh, sorry, this is not the right address. Cariton Sorbet. I had this one today. Yakult sorbet topped with grapefruit soju jelly and fresh grape salad. This one. That's what I had for dinner. And I had some fried chicken, popcorn chicken, and fried oyster mushrooms for dinner. That is my dinner. And now I'm quite hungry, so I'm wondering whether I want to eat something else. We will see. Yes, I got one DM, yes. I'll check it later. That's what I ate today, guys. This is gonna be a hard question. What's the best food I've ate so far? Oh my goodness. Who was the one who asked this one? This is a super hard question. Super hard question. I couldn't even give you an answer for this. This is very hard. I can't give you an answer. I'm so sorry. But I can give you the best food I've had. Takoyaki. Yeah, I like takoyaki too. But this is hard because I feel right that... Oh, it's yours, Germs. Yeah, I feel right like I eat good food, right? Like I'll have a face that I'm like, oh, this is the best I've eaten so far. Then after that I'll have something else that eats that was like, oh my god, this is the best I've eaten so far. So right, it actually, like, my best food actually is in like a face and then a face and a face. Yeah, exactly, Germs. Okay. I know this sounds very silly, right? But honestly, the best food I've had so far, Germs, was that day when I ate the pork noodles with you. For some reason, right? I really like that pork noodles! Like... must be the company lah, must be. But really, that noodles was just so comforting. The flavor of the pork was so well marinated. You know, the pork lard, you know, like just the noodles, the egg. When I ate it, right, I was just so happy. So I have to say, right, that my favorite so far, I'll show you guys, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, this was what I had when I was on my trip. Marky! Thanks lah, thanks for the raid lah. Were you streaming or you just anyhow one, huh, Marky, huh? Peter's pork noodles. This is in Brickfields in Kuala Lumpur. Welcome, Marky. Guys, I don't know what was up with this, right? But it was the best I've had. Look at that. Very simple but packed with porky flavor. Yes, that's how I would say. Pork haram, sorry lah, newbie. Sorry lah for all the Muslims out there. But this was the best I've had so far. Alright, Marky, your pose. Simple, but look at that pork lard. Look at that minced pork. So good. Huh? Regular? Who is this person? Don't trust there. Look at how beautiful it is, honestly speaking. Yeah, look at that. Oh my god. Suba, please recommend a ramen. Look at that. Oh my god, look at the pork lard. Guys, if Auntie Nat says it's good, it's good. Okay? You don't have to second guess. Yeah, because I need to be very like, when I soften in volume, right? It means I'm being very serious. Marutama ramen. Where is this? In Singapore? Have I tried this before? I don't think I've had this before, Suba. But I can understand why you like it. I know this is the Hakataya style ramen, which I also very much like it. Yeah, I'm very serious about food. Okay, okay, Maki, later lah, later. I finish these questions first. Hello, Cesari. Yes. Okay, okay, Suba. When I'm in Singapore, I remember. Alright, Germs, that's your answer for that question. It's the pork noodles. Workout to slay. Please give simple workout so I can slay for real, for real. Okay. Is this Maki? I don't know if this is you, Maki. But simple workouts are very easy one. Okay, just walk. Just walk. Walk everywhere. Just walk, walk, walk. Yeah. Yeah, right, Germs. Yeah. Just walk. Walk around, man. Get up, move your body. Okay? And sit-ups. And sit-ups. If you really want, right, you can try those apps. Like those 10-minute workout apps. Apps or YouTube video lah, whatever. Okay? You just need 5 to 10 minutes a day.
But I can't stop smiling.
Yeah, super. I'm trying my best. Focus. Okay? I guarantee you, all you need to do is just sit-ups and walk around. You like roti canai. I also like roti canai too, Hamizan. Yeah. You can't do 2 km. That's why you need to... Oh, Cesari, come here.
Pat, pat, pat.
Here, Cesari, here.
Pat, pat.
Exactly, Pepe. Basically, right. Depends what you're after, huh? If you're losing weight, the best way is to eat less. But if you want abs, you want like muscles, okay? You want gains, yeah? Then, right, to be very honest, right, the only way is really to move around, man. Yeah, is to do yoga. Yeah, I personally don't do yoga, but I know it's good. Basically, the 3 things of exercise, right, for fitness, right, is cardio. Okay, cardio. Okay. You need to work on your flexibility. Okay. Yeah. And you need to train your muscles. Okay. So 3 things. It's an Auntie Net say one. Don't know whether scientific or not. Cardio, radio, rodeo. Cesari, just type your question. Here, press plus. Press plus. You see the plus sign at the bottom, right? Yeah, if you want to lose weight, the best way to lose weight is just to eat less. But from what okay, basically 3 things you need to do. If you want to be fit and get those swell gains. Cardio, flexibility, and muscle training. Weights. Yeah. No worries, sorry. Yes. Also, you can try doing those basically, as long as you increase your movement from what you're doing, then that's fine. Hang out with friends. Have fun with your friends, Azari. Translate Morse code. This is for real the only Morse code I know. This is SOS dot dash 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 dot. This SOS. There you go. I translated for you. And for real, this is the only Morse code I know also. This is a very good question. Whoever had these shower thoughts. Would you rather roar like a lion every time you sneeze or howl like a wolf every time you yawn? This is a very easy question for me to answer. Yeah. This is a very easy question for me to answer. I rather roar like a lion every time I sneeze because I yawn a lot at work. Can you imagine if I yawn a lot at work, I howl like a wolf? Cannot like my boss will scold me, yeah. Yeah lor. And now they see those dads always sneeze very loudly anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. Nothing really matters. What's your answer, Suba? You rather yawn. Same, Suba, same. Oh, wait, no, that's not me. I rather roar. I yawn a lot at work. Because I'm sleep deprived. Yeah, I'm sleep deprived. Why would you rather howl like a wolf every time you yawn, Suba? Just out of curiosity. Become Razor. Oh, good one. That's a good answer, Hamizan. Sneeze like those kopitiam uncle. Yeah, my dad sneezed very loudly. He'll go like, wow, so loud. Then I'm like, wow, what happened? The ground shaking. Yeah. You like lone wolf, so Achoo! Yeah, lor, germs. Exactly, my dad sneezes damn loudly. In fact, there was this video that I saw something about that also. Made fun of that. I'm getting hungry, guys. Should I eat something? Okay, tell you what, I'm gonna put something in my air fryer. You chop tomate, okay? Take a break. Go drink water. You go drink the water, please. I'm gonna put something in my air fryer. Give me 2 minutes. I'm gonna eat this. These are matcha white chocolate shopan. Yeah. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. SOS, I need help. How to save up Primos and fast? I'm so sorry, whoever asked this question, because my answer is gonna be very my answer's gonna be very very lame.
Do it now.
Yeah, very good, very good. Okay, who still wants my Nyato bean ears, ah? Yeah! Jumps! That's what I was gonna say. Swiper! No swiping. Who still wants these ears? Otherwise, I put back. Anyway, right? The only way I tell you, right, to save up Primos and fast, right? Okay, is really to if you want to spend a little bit of money, okay, just buy Workin every month. Because I guarantee you, you buy Workin every month, you get 30 pulls every month. Which means every 3 months you get one guaranteed character, one 5-star character. Every 6 months you get one guaranteed character. Extra on top of all the events and other stuff. Yeah. So, the best way is to buy Wilkin. I'm so sorry, but that's the only way. Yeah. Otherwise you just do events as they come. Yeah, and don't pull so much. Don't pull so much, is all I can say. How to become Delulu? This is a very good question. To be honest, right, it's very simple to become Delulu. Yeah. Oh, you just need to find something you like until you become Delulu. Yeah. You gotta find something you love in life. Then eventually you'll get Delulu. Yeah, good question, Suba. I didn't know what was this. Chat actually had to educate me on what is Delulu. Delulu means delusional. Yeah, it means delusional. There we go. Yeah, it just means delusional. This is it. A delusional fangirl boy who believes they can and will end up with their favorite idol or celebrity and invest an unhealthy amount of time and energy into said idol. Oh my god. I'm not that bad. I'm not that bad, guys. You're 103 times already? Oh my goodness. Guys, you don't know, right? Actually, right, you see where my poster. And Dimash, I look at him every day. Okay. He makes me happy. Okay, that was disturbing, wasn't it? Okay. We move on. We move on. Uh Dimash face reveal. Oh, 103 times already. Goodness. Who wrote this, Building pain. Who should you build first? Comrade Scaramucci? Yeah. Eula number 1 ties. Cookie. How come Cookie's the only one who actually... Oops. Cookie's the only one who actually... There's no pun on the name. And Nahihi. And who's this person? Oh, Jelat. Okay, hang on. I think my thing is done already. Hang on. I can smell it. Hang on, guys. I'm making some snacks. What? I just gone for a few seconds and what happened? 103 likes and you reveal your husband's face? Maki? Okay, basically it's what I'm eating, guys. Matcha show pan with matcha ice cream. Matcha! Yeah. Hang on, I'm gonna move this aside. Yeah, everything matcha. Here, you guys can have some. Basically, it's matcha with matcha, chocolate, and red bean. Look at the chocolate inside. Oh my god, so good, guys. Yeah, show pan. Put a bit of ice cream on it. Oh my god, so good. Maki, no! It's too delulu. Look at that. Alright, Suba, I have no idea which one is your question. Who should you build first? Is this yours? Actually, very simple. Just build the character you need. So, for example, do you need a healer? Kokomi. You need DPS? Garamachi. If you need physical DPS, then Yula. Number one ties. Who do you need? Your child? You are child? Also, just so you know, right? If you have a apostrophe there, it stands for you are. Alright, Suba. Yeah, I think so too. I think either Kokomi or Nahida. Oh my god, this ice cream and bread combination is the bomb. The bomb diggity bomb. Look at that. Put the ice cream inside there. Woo! Woo wee! Mmm. Mmm. I have to say that once I got Cookie, right, I could pass the abyss. Cookie is very good. Ah, Kari should build Cookie. Ah, congrats, Lepe. 20 KDA. My answer, Nahida, Cookie, and Kokomi. That's it. As much as I love Skara, right, but if you really have a DPS, there's no point. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say, Akari. And I like my hair. Wait, No worries, Hansi. Thanks for dropping by. Okay, have a good meal. Ooh, there you go. Yeah. What was that, Maki? Should I play Genshin Impact? I have low storage, so it shouldn't matter. Well, if you have no storage on your phone, then don't play. Don't play. Don't play Genshin, it will suck you in. Oh. In that case, are you willing to spend many hours of your life on this game that will not love you back? This game doesn't love me at all. I lost 14 out of 17 50-50s. Those odds are impossible at this point. My god, this ice cream is so good. Oh, Akari. Don't count. Don't bother counting because that'll make you sadder. Sometimes ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is bliss, Maki. Not Maki. Akari. Yeah, 32 not enough. I think so too, Jobs. Okay. Sorry, I'm back. I'm gonna have more food. This flavor is a Red Rooster fried chicken burger flavor. Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't play Genshin on my phone anymore. I don't play Genshin on my phone anymore. Yeah. I can't even play Genshin on my phone anymore. I think there's no more space. So to this person, don't. The answer is do not play Genshin. I used to play on mobile when I go on holiday. When I have no access to my laptop, but nowadays I cannot. Okay. Yubi, don't eat so much gum. That one. Okay. Guess who? Is this Maki? Is this Maki? Is a nut a bean or a bean a nut? I think they are neither. Okay. Let's focus. Hi, it's you Germs is you. Hey John Ray, hello. We're doing a just chatting stream today, so something a little bit different. How are you today? I think neither whoever asked this nut bean question. I'm so sorry. I don't know. Okay, this is a good question, flirtatious goat, whoever you are. I'm confused. I don't know if I should find someone and commit or if I should stay and just flirt with everyone. Yes, it is John Ray. I don't want to dirty my hands. First of all, right, it's not very easy to find someone to commit either. I mean, it's not like, hey, I'm just gonna walk outside and find this random girl or guy and ask them to be my girlfriend or boyfriend. No lah, why got so easy, please. Also takes time. Right? Even if you want to find someone and commit, also might take a while. Like, I feel right. I think it just depends what you want. Do you want a committed relationship? Or do you just want to have fun? There's nothing wrong with either. Just be very clear of your intentions. I think the problem is that when you flirt with everyone, right, you give the other person the impression that you're interested in them. And that might lead to like hurt feelings when actually you're not. So I think don't give people mixed signals. I think that's my thing. Don't give people mixed signals because I don't think it's very good for the other person. And also, what do you just communicate what you want. If you just want to have fun, then let the other person know that, hey, let's just keep it casual. But let's just go. At the end of the day, what do you want? What are the pros and cons of being in a relationship versus just having fun and flirting with everyone? I don't know who you are, Flirtatious Goat, but only you can answer that. I do feel right that who is that? I don't know who is that, Maki. Haha, John Ray. Potato chips. Oh, speaking of natto, Germs actually gave me this. Hang on. This is actual natto snack. But I will not eat it now. I will save it for a special stream that we can do a mukbang. So this is a freeze-dried natto. I have no idea how it tastes like, but we will see next time when I do a stream, eating stream. It is oh my god, yeah, it is John Ray. Yes, it's fermented soybeans. No, I mean you can make it out of anything. I just probably did like a freeze-dried version of it. You can do any like probably like, they just came up with it. Yeah, they just came up with some random thing. Anyway, what else was I gonna say? Yeah, Flirtatious Goat can't answer this for you, but whatever you choose, just ask yourself, do you want to commit? What are the pros and cons of committing? And nowadays, right, there's so many different kinds of relationships, like open relationships, polyamorous relationships, so not an easy answer. I only think, right, for the benefit of everyone that you're gonna flirt with, be open about it. Don't give mixed signals, because it hurts the other person in the end. That is my hot take. How many chickens will it take to kill an elephant? This is a very good question. Who? Is this you, Germs? That's right, John Ray. I agree. Mixed signals are very annoying. And to be honest, once anyone gives me any mixed signals, right, I just cut them off completely. I agree, John Ray. Like, if anyone, right, gives you mixed signals, right, guys? Which I guess also goes to the next question about self-love. Love yourself to walk away from it. A guy who really likes you will never give you mixed signals. Or a girl who really likes you, yeah, will never give you mixed signals. That's right. That's right, genre. I agree as well. I was just saying earlier that you gotta really practice many chickens would it take to kill an elephant? I think it depends. What you mean by like, do the chickens have any superpower? Because at first I was thinking, right, like if the chickens would peck the skin of the elephant, then possibly that might like then the elephant would be like ah, and maybe trip and fall down and break their heads or something. But and I think elephant skin is very thick, right? So that may not be a very good solution. And yes, the chicken can fly and poke the eye. Then the elephant will be blind. Then the elephant will be blind and walk off a cliff. So actually, you only just need one chicken to kill. Hi, Raj. Welcome back. So yeah, it depends how the chicken kills the elephant. If the chicken can poke the eye of the elephant, and the elephant walks off a cliff, then you only need one chicken. Who thought of this question? Ah, seriously. How to self-love? This is very hard. Even I'm still trying to discover it. But what I said earlier still stands. Appreciate every single thing. Be grateful for every single thing that you can do and your body can do. So for example, you know, like appreciate that you can, for those of you who can hear and see, that you can hear good music, you can see beautiful works of art, that you still have your legs to walk around. You know, when you're old like me, when your back is cracking, you'll be like, shit, I wish I could do all that. Appreciate whatever you can do now. That's one tip. To appreciate what you can do. Focus what you can do, but not on what you can't do. What am I doing? I'm eating food. I'm snacking. But I'm gonna stop already. I don't want to eat too much before I sleep. Okay? So self-love, one way to self-love is to have gratitude for everything. Be grateful what you can do. Appreciate the small things in life. And don't take bullshit from anyone. I think that's a very big thing. Love yourself to walk away from things that don't add any value to your life. So like what I was saying earlier, if someone's giving you mixed signals, cut them off. You don't deserve that. You deserve better. If someone really loves you, they will love you for who you are and they will want to be with you. Yeah. So I think for self-love, right, is reminding, yeah, exactly, prioritize yourself. Basically, put yourself first no matter what. I agree with John Ray, yeah. One last chip before I close this, otherwise I'll finish the whole packet. That's not good. So yeah, make sure, right, if anyone's not treating you well, right, ask yourself, is this adding any value to my life? If no, just cut them off. Cut them off! Don't seek validation from other people. You are your own validation. I wanna stop now before I finish everything. That's right, cut that string, I agree. Give me a second, guys. Ayo, John Ray! Nah. I think that's a very slippery slope. Hang on. Yeah, Niraj, self-love is like loving yourself. Basically, it's putting yourself first, prioritizing yourself. Yeah. Don't be too critical of yourself. Oh, Joy Ray, so sweet! Ha 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 ha. At the end of the day, right, you can only rely on yourself. But seriously, whoever asked this question, right, my advice to you, right, is start a gratitude journal and write down everything you're grateful for. And write down, not write down everything. Just write down 1 to 3 things that you're grateful for during the day that happened. And write down 1 or 2 things that you're proud of yourself for. Okay? If you can't think of anything, write at least one thing. I can guarantee you there's at least one thing that you'll be grateful for during the day, no matter what. And one thing that you'll be proud of yourself for doing. Alright? So that's one way. That's the first step. I think sometimes we just gotta actually practice self-love, but we don't do it very good. We don't do it very well. So this is what you can do, guys. Start a gratitude journal. It doesn't have to be very fancy, just a small notebook. And you just write down 1 to 3 things about you're grateful for. Okay? Do it! Do it now! I got stomachache. Guess who I am? Pepe, this is you, okay? I know Pepe showering right now. Yeah, that's right, John Ray. Just do it. Hi, Matthias. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Exactly, John Ray. Exactly. If you toss vegetables outside the bowl, is it still within TOS? I don't understand this question. Pepe! Yes, I was just saying this is yours, Pepe. Good timing. Hopefully you don't have stomach now. I don't understand this question. Whoever wrote this, toss the vegetables outside the bowl. Is it still within TOS? That's good, Pepe. Wow, Jobs, this one you right one, is it? Niraj, why is that sound like a riddle? Where should I go? To the left where nothing is right, or to the right where nothing is left? Wow, that's hard. Maybe to the right, to the left, like what Beyonce says. To the left, to the left. Listen to Beyonce. Go to the left. Yeah, TOS is terms of service. Because I did write down, I did tell people, please do not write anything too sassy. Jobs, is this you? Here is a deep question. How deep is the deepest tunnel? This is very good. I don't know. Is it very close to the core of the earth? It's just a quote. Oh. How deep is your love? How deep's your love? I really need to know. 'Cause we're living in a world of dreams, breaking us down. Okay. The got hard. This tunnel got hard. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to all the Swiss people out there. I didn't mean it like that. I did not mean it like that. This Gundam seat, is it? Oh, good. Thank you, Pepe. This tunnel got hard. Okay. This is the world's longest and deepest tunnel. It runs under the Swiss Alps between the towns of Ersfeld in the north and Bordeaux. I wanted to say it sounds like Bordeaux. Bordeaux in the south. The tunnel is 57 km long and reaches a depth of 2,300 meters. Holy crap. Deepest mines on Earth. How does it look like? I need a photo. I need like a comparison. I can't really visualize 57 km because that's even longer than the length of Singapore. There you go. There you go, Germs. That's your answer. Bordeaux. I wanted, yeah. Bordeaux. Bordeaux. For those of you who don't know, Bordeaux is means stupid. It means stupid. Alright. How to complete Twitch affiliate thing? I think this is you, is it Akari? Is this you, Akari? Did I manage to solve your problem in the end? Did you manage to get it to work? Oh, okay, good. Very good. No worries. Happy to help. Okay, is this also you or not, Akari? Or is this someone else? Oops. Is this also Ishai? Yes, I know all of my children, of course. Oh, okay. So whoever asked this, right, can you explain how Twitch works for a creator? I think I need a little bit more detail to that question because I can go a full stream on how to start streaming using Twitch. So I need a little bit more specificity. Yeah. This one cannot do in one stream. Need to do like a few parts to it. Yeah. But I can tell you, but if you want in terms of, again, in the interest of full disclosure, and I'm always up for full disclosures, right? Is that first of all, subscriptions, 50% goes to Twitch. The streamer gets 50%. So let's say the sub costs $5 I get $250 from that. On top of that, out of the $250, 30% of it is taxed. Is tax, yes. So 250 times 0.3. Oh, sorry, typo. 250, sorry, times 0.7. So out of every $5 sub, I only get $1.75. Just so you know. Yeah. So just to let everyone know, right, that subs are not the most. Basically what I'm saying is if you really want to support your streamer, the best way is to just do a direct donation to their PayPal. Yeah. So every $5 you spend on one sub, the streamer only gets $1.75 in their pocket. Maybe slightly less because PayPal also takes a fee. Yeah. Exactly, Nigraj, exactly. We don't actually get a lot of it. So 175, right? So basically if I were to convert everything, 175 divided by 5, we only get 35% of your, we only get 35% basically. We only get 35% of your sub. Okay? So next time if you think about subbing, guys, don't get me wrong, I appreciate your subs. Okay? That's how you get to use all those very cute takoyaki, like sub badges and those emotes. So I appreciate it. Okay? I'm not saying don't sub, but I'm just being mindful that every streamer only gets 35% of their contribution to the sub. Okay? Yeah. That's how it works. I don't know if that's what you were asking for, Anon, but that's what I think. I assume that's what you meant. Do you spam coriander on every meal that is applicable? Yes. Much coriander, much wow. I have a feeling this is Benny who wrote this. I have a feeling this is Benny. Because Benny also loves coriander. Benny, if you're out there, I love you too. And I love coriander. And the answer is yes, Benny. I spam coriander on every meal. Guys, I don't eat if it's not enough coriander. John Ray, what's coriander? Very good question. I'm here to educate people. It's like this. It's like cilantro. How do you like... Is there something that you put on a dish like that? Please stop. Alright, Hadley. Oh, it's okay, Niraj. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Okay? Thank you so much for all your support so far. Greens. What do you mean? Coriander's like the best. Stop hating. What's this I hate coriander day? Stop hating on coriander. What's wrong? Coriander never hurt you. What holes? There's no holes. Guys, do you remember that stream where I had the coriander latte? Yeah, this is coriander, John Ray. Do you know now? No, it's not expensive. It's very cheap. Coriander's very cheap. Only like $1-2 a bunch. No, it's in KL. It's in KL. It was in KL, Skater. Yeah, in this restaurant. Yunjing or Yunjing? Maki, this is Maki's question. Cheap because no, Pepe. What? Please. Maki. Yunjing lah, Yunjing. How to not be tired and dead inside? You're a friendly Twitch viewer. I don't know who this is leh. Oh no. Yeah. It was like underground, but it was not underground. It's on above ground. Yeah. Just be tired and dead outside instead. Oh my god. Yunjing, Genshin Yunjing, okay, Maki? That's even worse, Jumps. Then you'll be forever dead. How not to be dead and tired? Yeah, I agree with John Ray. The only solution is sleep, which I also don't get a lot of. Yeah. The only thing that will solve this, right, your friendly Twitch viewer, is sleep. Go to sleep now if you have to. Go to sleep. Go to sleep, my friend. Okay? Go to sleep right now! Sorry lah, Maki, sorry. Okay. But seriously, my advice is if you can't go to sleep right now, then at least take naps during the day. Micro naps. John Ray, no! No, that's not how it works. Don't binge watch anime. What's the worst idea? Oh, it's good. That's hilarious. How did I end up staying in Australia instead of Singapore? Wow, this one I can write a whole book on it, man. Yeah. Akari! That's hilarious. Yeah, man. Biography, let's go. Okay. Okay. How did I end up staying in Australia instead of Singapore? This one... Okay, I have to say, right, that I do acknowledge, right, that not everyone is in my position to be able to do what I did. Okay? So this may not work for everyone. I have to say I am very thankful and grateful that my parents gave me the opportunity to study overseas right after O levels. Okay. So I know not everyone can do it. Not everyone, has the means to do it. But yeah. I went straight to Australia after O levels. Yes. So I moved to Australia when I was 16. Okay. Basically I studied there. Studied my entire uni here in Australia. Yes. I moved to Australia when I was 16. And I happened to pick a subject, right? Yes, I know, Skater. I know not everyone gets the opportunity to do it. So I'm very lucky. I'm very, very, very lucky. Yes. So I happened to pick a degree or subject, right, that is quite relevant. That would be one of the highly sought after like occupations in Australia. Like, you know, they have a occupations list for immigration purposes, right? Okay. And so after uni, okay. Niraj, trust me, I was also a little bit dumb. That one, Skater. That one you just have to imagine. Yeah. So basically, I just chose something that I'm very lucky lah. Yeah. And so basically, after I graduated from uni, right, I applied for PR in Australia. I applied for permanent residency. Okay. So once you have PR in Australia, right, super easy to get a job, super easy to find a job, super easy to get a job because you're considered like a citizen, basically. Yeah. So I was very lucky. Basically, I was just very, very lucky. Everything just like aligned. Yeah. So after a few years, can share what's my first job. My first job was related to my degree. Whatever I'm doing is all somewhat related to my degree. Yeah. So basically, right, I just very lucky. I just very lucky. I happened to choose something that was in demand. I applied for PR very easily. After working in Australia for a few years, I decided to go back to Singapore to see how things are like, I guess. So I work, everything all related. Yeah. So I went back to Singapore to decide to try how is it working in Singapore like. One of the worst decisions ever. I tell you, right, that's how I got so sleep deprived. Yeah. Really no work-life balance in Singapore. Yeah. So after basically, I don't know if you know about permanent residencies, right, or PRs, right? But generally, most PRs in most countries, right, have a condition that you actually have to stay in the country. So after a few years in Singapore, I had to go back anyway. Yeah, so that's why I'm back here to fulfill my PR requirements. When I'm in Australia, it's fine. Yeah. Yeah, physiotherapy is very popular. I think it's still very popular. We always need a lot of physiotherapists because everyone needs to see a physio. Getting too old already, that's why. Need the physio, like I need a physio sometimes for my back. Yeah. So that's how I ended up here in Australia. As I said, very lucky. Just very lucky. Yeah. Yes, exactly. The lifestyle work-life balance is very different. I could actually have a whole stream about the cultural differences of working in Australia versus working in Singapore. Do people want to hear? I can spend like maybe 5 minutes on it, I guess. Yeah. Having worked in both Australia and Singapore, right, there are definitely pros and cons. Yeah. Like, yes, alright. No worries, I am comfortable to share. And can I please say, right, whatever I say, right, is my own opinion. Please don't cancel me. I do not speak for the rest of the Singaporeans out there or the Australians out there, okay? So whatever I say is my opinion only, okay? Must put disclaimer, okay? Disclaimer. Please don't cancel me. Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't really mind. So basically, right, there are cultural differences to working in Singapore and Australia. I feel like when you work in Singapore, especially if you've grown up in Singapore, right, you have shared experiences with your fellow colleagues because, like, you just sort of had, I wouldn't say same, but similar experiences. Like, you just, like, basically you just feel more comfortable hanging out with fellow Singaporeans because you just feel very comfortable very, very comforting. And it's very good to speak. It's very it's very liberating to speak in Singlish. Oh my god, look who's here! It's Angel! Hello! Hello! My gosh, Angel, I haven't seen you in ages! How are you? Let's give Angel a shout out. Oh my goodness!
Find everything out by yourself.
Wait, what time is it for you, Angel? Is it time to sleep?
Brother!
Oh my. What game is that? Oh my god, it looks like such a scary game. Yeah, it's a different Angel. Oh my gosh, for those of you who don't know, right? Angel here, like one of my very long time streamer friends. And like we used to play like Fall Guys together and stuff, and he was very good at it. Yeah, exactly. I was not joking. 1 year already, Angels. Oh my goodness. Ah! Crazy, crazy. Yeah. So for those of you who don't know Angel, go drop him a follow. Super sweet streamer. Mostly plays variety games now. But super chill. Super chill. Yeah. Thanks for dropping by. Oh. I'm glad that you're doing wonderful. We're just doing a just chatting stream now. Yeah. Oh my goodness, sweet. Yeah. You are sweet. Oh. Oh, I can't believe it's been a year. How crazy is that? It just goes to show like I haven't touched Fall Guys in a very long time as well. Yes, feel free to stick around or look. And just cause I know it's pretty late for you. It's either very late or very early for you. It doesn't. I know it doesn't feel like a year. It's so crazy. The current question is, how did I end up staying in Australia instead of Singapore? Yeah. And I was just in the middle of answering it, so feel free to stick around for my answer. So I feel, right, it's easier to connect with fellow Singaporeans because I feel like with my colleagues in Australia, right, don't get me wrong, they are so nice and sweet and super friendly. It's not about the level of friendliness or whatever it is, okay? It's just that sometimes like there's no shared experience to sort of connect on a deeper level. So for example, like, again, this is speaking for myself, okay? Not for anyone else. I feel like sometimes I can't connect on the same level with my colleagues here in Australia compared to in Singapore. Because like in Australia, right, you know how in Singapore, again, not speaking for everyone, but in Singapore, there is a tendency, lunchtime, colleagues all go out for lunch together. It is a social bonding kind of activity. But Angel, you woke up, you slept for 2 days. Okay, time to wake up a little bit more then. Go and do something. Yeah. Oh gosh, I hope you didn't sleep for 2 days because you were sick or anything. Yeah, you gotta pay off. Is it because you have to pay off your sleep debt? But yeah, so I feel, right, like last time you went was Friday. Oh my goodness, Angel, how do you manage to sleep for so long? Even I would struggle. Yeah. So anyway, in Singapore, I used to go out with lunch with my colleagues without fail every day. It was just so normal to do. And even if we didn't go out for lunch, we would at least eat together for lunch. So like lunch is a very social activity in Singapore. But lunch here, everyone's a loner. Okay, again, speaking not generally, but my experiences. Everyone just eats their own lunch, and it's not like a social thing. People bring their own lunches. And the lunches are usually just like sandwiches or tuna and rice. I don't know why tuna and rice is so popular here, but it's basically canned tuna and microwave rice. And for a Singaporean, right, I cannot even imagine eating tuna and rice. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like, ayo, skater, that is in Australia or that is in Singapore? But yeah, I used to be in Singapore, right? Like, even the people under me, right? I would just bring them out for lunch. Oh, no. I have a different experience from you, I guess. Like, for me, right? I go out with my colleagues for lunch, right? And we just chit chat, we just talk about stuff. And it's very comfortable. It's not awkward silences or anything like that. Whereas here, right, I feel like people talk about, right, it's mostly about sports. I'm like, I don't play any sports and I don't follow any Australian AFL or whatever. It's so hard to connect. It's so hard to connect. Yeah. So I feel very hard to connect. Very hard to connect. But on the other hand, I have to say that I like the work-life balance. Yeah. I feel like in all my workplaces here in Australia, right, I've never connected to any of my colleagues on a deeper level. Whereas in Singapore, right, I feel very connected to my colleagues. Like, it's very natural. They're all very easy to get along. Well, maybe it's just my line of work. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, maybe skater. All my colleagues are younger than me, so maybe. Yeah. I'm not sure, Maki. Maybe Boon Lay, I don't know. Anyway, right? So yeah, like in Singapore, I feel very relaxed. And also it's easy to talk about. Sometimes in Australia, right? I might be talking to my Australian colleagues, right? And then I would let slip a few Singlish words. Yeah, because I don't know if you know, right? When I still have a very strong Singaporean accent in general. But I also grew up in a very... Oh my god, Angel! Why?
You.
Angel! Gosh, I love you too! Oh, thank you so much! Oh, you're so sweet! Thank you so much! I appreciate it so much for the gift subs! Oh, thank you. Always I appreciate. Oh my gosh, and it went to Hamizan. Enjoy your emotes, Hamizan. Junie, Tay and Cap. Ooh, enjoy. Yeah, Suba is I found this, right, from this MMD creator, and she allowed me to use it for my stream, so I appreciate it. Yeah. It's actually from a Twitter MMD creator. So yeah. Yeah. Oh, you're in Pasir Ris right now, Maki. Alright. Yes. Thank you so much. Love ya. Yeah. I feel, right, that, and don't get me wrong, guys, do not get me wrong, it's not that they are Australian or whatever, because I get along very well as long as we have very similar interests, but I find that most of the time the places I work at do not have very similar interests to people, like with my interests and stuff. Yeah. So enjoy the emotes, Hamizan. So yeah, like I personally, right, will I like working with my colleagues in Singapore because I feel like we got shared experiences and just a shared understanding of how, like, cultural nuances. Okay, this is my pet peeve, right? But in Australia, right, people tend to leave their food on the tables. I don't know why. The table is not clean, but they just leave their snack on the table, and I'm like, what are you gonna do? Just like, oh, I'm just gonna eat it for next week. Like, are you gonna leave your snack on the table for until next week? I don't know why. Why is it? I couldn't take it. And also, they like to put their shoes on the chair. Like, why? Okay, this is just really silly pet peeves that I have. Because you see, right? Like, I don't know. Angel, I guess nothing wrong with that if you don't see anything wrong with that. But for me personally, I'm like, ah! Yeah, I know, Angel. I've seen people do that. Yeah. I don't know, because they think a table is their plate. I don't know. Yeah, Angels, that's what I say. That's why I say I don't mean to generalize. I'm just saying this is my experience and I see a tendency for this to happen. Yeah. Yeah. I know. Oh my gosh. Oh, Skater, I know what you mean. Yeah. Don't cancel me, Angel. Don't cancel me. Yeah. I just feel very bad. Okay, I just want to say, I'm pretty sure they're very nice people, but this is the one thing I just can't stand. It's just a pet peeve that I have, right? Yeah, and the fact that there's just little very cute nuances. You know how in Singapore, right? Okay, this again, not saying anything is better or worse. It's just different. But in Singapore, right, it's very common to have like someone like an auntie to clean the office every day. Whereas in Australia, there's no such thing. You just have to clean yourself. You just have to empty the bins yourself. Because I was thinking to myself, how come my bin is getting so full? Then I realized, oh, there's actually no auntie to clean. Alright. Suba asks, as a fresh degree graduate, would you recommend you trying to go to Australia? Oh, okay. Actually, right, Suba, it really depends because it's not very easy to get a job in Australia unless you're a PR. Yes. Yeah, James, I'm the auntie that's supposed to clean. I know, right? Oh. Yeah. Anyway, sorry. What was I gonna say? So I lost my train of thought. Yeah. Anyway, okay. So Subai, right? I'm gonna ask you, right? It's actually not very easy to find a job in Australia unless you're PR, because they have very strict hiring rules and laws. Yeah. So what I can recommend, right, Suba, is that you keep looking around, because there is this thing called the working holiday visa that I always tell people about. Okay. Oh wait, not this one. The other way around. Australia. Sorry, Australia. Yes. Alright, yeah. So basically, right, if okay, this one cannot guarantee you find a job related to your degree, because as I said, it's very difficult. But what this allows you to do, right, is that you can work in Australia up to 12 months, any job, as long as you can find an employer who would take you. Right. Okay. But you cannot stay longer for 6 months with any employer, so it'll have to be a casual job. But at least it'll give you a way in to like network. Yeah. Yeah, Suba. I think so you really have to think about it, because it also you have to think about what's your degree as well. And just start looking for jobs. Yeah. Then go and sleep lah. Go and sleep. Yeah. So yeah. So I really think, right, you have to do a bit more research, because I can't answer this for you without knowing more about your situation. Yes. But I recommend you look into your working holiday visa in Australia, so that might help you. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, okay, Maki, I saw Brick Blaster. I can't remember what that one was though. I've been to Legoland before, but I can't remember which one that was. Yeah. My favorite memories when streaming on Twitch. Ooh, I'm so glad whoever asked this question. Yeah, no worries, Suba. Happy to help. Definitely one of my favorite memories, right, is what is WH? What does WH mean? Definitely my subathon last year. Yeah. My subathon last year, I don't know if any of you were here for it. But my subathon, I had a lot of fun memories. Benny and Alex came over and they dressed up as maids. For me, I also dressed up as a maid, but yeah, that was only for that stream. Yeah. So 3 of us dressed up as maids. That was so fun. How many hours did I do in the end? I think I did like 72 hours. Skater, you got to look for the clips. I think there's clips. Yeah, some clips. Yes, I also was right. I also did cosplay as Raiden. I think definitely what else? Another favorite memory of mine is doing the stream with Miko, of course. Basically, I think I'm so glad to have met so many streamers and viewers around the world. For those of you who don't know, Uncle Roku or Uncle Sour, right, came to Melbourne in January this year, and I took him out to the zoo. That was very fun as well. We did a road trip. I drove the entire time because Benny didn't have a license and Uncle Sour didn't have the right license also, so I drove the entire time. We went to the safari. We had fish and chips by the ocean. It was very fun. I loved it. Yeah, basically, I think my favorite memories are the ones where I meet up with people, get to do fun things. So yeah, I'm so happy. I'm so happy to have started streaming. I'm so glad to have met so many people. Just to get to know everyone. And do you know, right, guys, that I speak to you more than I speak to my own family or friends? Like, just going on stream almost every night and saying, hi, how are you? How's your day? I actually talk to you guys more than my own family and friends, okay? Oh, newbie, yes, I remember playing Karthik phone. Yes, we had some very fun, we had some very fun times, right, newbie? Yeah. Yeah, so actually I'm very, very happy. Oh, no worries, Pepe. I'm very happy to yeah, exactly. Chare, yeah, you guys are all my family. I know, right, newbie. Oh, what is that skinwalker? I still don't really know what it is. Yeah. You guys are all my children. It's so funny. I really do talk to you more than my own family. How weird is that, hey? But you know what? Like, no, don't Google that. Don't Google that, skater. Yeah. Yeah. So thank you, everyone. Thank you. No, the family tree is too complicated right now. The family tree is too complicated right now. Yeah. So thank you, everyone. Thanks for sticking around and chatting with me almost every stream. You guys don't know how much that means to me. It's so nice. It's like really coming back to see family and catching up with friends. So I really appreciate it. Yeah, I really appreciate it. I hope that you get as much out of this as I do. So yeah. But yes, thank you for this question, whoever asked this. How am I doing mentally? Oh, thank you for checking in and asking me this. I have to say, right, that over the years, okay, guys, I just want to say this, right, that what you see online, right, is just only one aspect of my life, right? You're the problem child, John Ray. Are you the noob or newbie or not the noob? You're the old newbie. Oh, Suva, no worries. I love all your company as well. Yes. As long as you can make it, I really appreciate it, because you can do so many other things right in your day, but yet you choose to tune in. So I appreciate that. Yes. Doing very well, Cap. I think I'm not sure how many more questions I have. Oh my god, Maki, I think some of these are very Tululu. I'm gonna not answer them. Maki, I know it's you, Yeah. Oh, Pepe, thank you. Yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate everyone, all the lurkers. Yeah, as well. I have to say, right, that over the years, right, my mental health is up and down. I think in Singapore it's very bad. In Singapore it's pretty bad because just generally work-life balance in Singapore is not very good. Yeah. So yeah, it was very difficult when I was back in Singapore. But I'm also so after moving back to Australia, right? I definitely feel much better. Yeah, later lah, Maki. I cannot, otherwise you distract me, Yeah. So I definitely feel much better now. Because I get to do what I want to do. I get to stream. I do get a lot of
enjoyment. I feel the love from you guys. I get a lot of love from you guys. I get a lot of enjoyment. Basically, I just feel like yeah, I'm doing so much better now because I get to do what I want to do. But of course, at the same time, it's like I have to say that it comes and goes lah, because like I always feel like I have a quarter life, midlife crisis every few years. So yeah, it's like, what am I doing with my life? But I feel it's very normal nowadays for our generation. Yeah. So if any of you going through a quarter life or midlife crisis, maybe not midlife, quarter life, midlife crisis, you're not alone. That's what I'm saying. You're not alone. But definitely doing much better mentally than I have been before. Yeah. And I think, right, I have to make a conscious effort to remind myself that my life isn't that bad. Again, I'm always very grateful to be where I am. I'm very grateful that I'm in Australia. That Australia has given me a lot of opportunities. That I've met very nice people here in Australia. So I have to say I'm very grateful in general. Yeah. Why call myself a boomer? I think, Suba, thank you. I think you're pretty cool, especially your trip with Miko. Haha, okay, my question, what do you think of Miko? Suba, what kind of question is this? Ayo! Okay, Suba. I don't know if, are you still there? Is Miko here? I scared. Is Miko here or not? Is Miko lurking? Skater, Miko's the one of my streamer friends who I hang out with in Malaysia. Miko check. Oh, yes, that's the one. Skater got a few different guys. Okay, there is Germs. That one was the KL portion. Miko's the Penang but yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Motorbike lah, walao. You. Not the motorbike lah, bicycle lah. Bicycle. Yeah. Oh, he's streaming now. Right. Okay. All good. Alright. So anyway, you should watch the stream. It's all my VODs are on YouTube. Go watch the VODs. You should see how I think Miko, right? I tell you, right? Miko, right, is so super nice and sweet. Seriously, he really like took time out of his day to hang out with me when he didn't need to. He spent the whole day with me, even though he was so tired, right? But he never complained. So I feel Miko really like wow, he's like really take care. Yes, that's the one, Skater. Yeah. So I have to say, right, that's the goat feeding one. Yeah. He's very cool, super chill. Like really make you. So I feel like Miko, very good friend. Yeah. When I went toilet, he holding the camera very low on his leg. What do you mean? Skater, please lah. Aiyo. Oh, yeah. But anyway, yes, Miko is very cool. Miko very cool, and I have to say, I feel like I don't know him very well, but I feel like he's someone that I can see, right, that he will take good care of his friends. No worries, Pepe. Good night. Have a great night. Yeah, BF material lah. Not for me lah. Not for me personally lah. But I think he's a good BF material in general. Yeah. That's why I must put disclaimer. Not for me personally. Okay. But if Miko, I don't even know whether he's single. But if Miko is single, right? Okay. I think he'll make a good boyfriend. Yeah. So, girls should be lining up. Actually, I don't even know. Actually, I don't want to make assumptions lah. Don't make assumptions. No. Yeah. Hey, don't just walao, don't I scared paiseh. Okay, how to stop simping? Cannot. You cannot stop simping because the simp life chooses you. Okay, this one cannot one. Even if you want to stop simping, you also cannot stop simping. How to be a boomer? It's not a very good question. No worries, Suba. Yes, thanks for the lurk. How to be boomer? Very simple. Just don't know anything. Just don't understand what the kids are doing nowadays. I saw this meme on my Instagram, right, that basically describes me. All like the oldies, right, asking the Gen Zs, so do you think we're cool? Do you think we're cool? Yeah, just don't be cool. Just be like so blur about everything. That's how to be a boomer. Yeah. YouTube, Suba, take care. Yeah, exactly, right? You don't choose to be a boomer. The boomer life chooses you. Same as the simping life. Why is the mashed potatoes on the fanfic? Maki, did you ask this question? This one you have to ask Maki because Maki chose the username. Yeah. Play my mic. Is this you? Is this you, Sifia? I don't know if you're lurking. I know Sifia is a big My fan. I don't really play arcade games nowadays because they're just so expensive. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't play My. If you guys don't know what My, right, it's the arcade game that looks like a washing machine. Like this. This is My. I'll show you some videos of it. Hang on. How come I talk about girlfriend and boyfriend, then it says here how to get a girlfriend? You see lah? You see the YouTube is stalking my channel, my stream? Hello? Okay. Yeah, exactly. You can wear gloves when you play this. Gloves on. It looks like that. People wear gloves to play. It looks like I call it like the washing machine game because like as though you're playing the washing machine. Yeah, honestly, I don't know how to play. I'm not very good at My. Yeah. Chunitam. Is this like My? How to play this game? What on earth is this? Oh, it's a piano, is it? Oh, I see. Yeah, the taiko one, right? Yeah, the Skater's a taiko one. Alright. Unfortunately, yeah, I don't mind if people... If I play with people, but I wouldn't play by myself. Yeah. So if anyone wants to play My with me in Australia, come, ask me out. Okay. What job do you do and do you find yourself too tired to stream after working sometimes? Okay, haha, I won't tell you my job. But what I can say, right, is that work-life balance here in Australia is very good. So, I don't feel very tired after work. Whereas in Singapore, yes, I'll feel very tired after work. Yeah. So, very, 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 very different. Cannot compare. I don't feel very tired. Yeah. If I'm tired, right, it's all self-inflicted. It's because I'm playing Mobile Legends in bed, not because of work. I end work at 5, but sometimes I have like sometimes I have my second job that I do after that. So usually what I do, right, my normal routine is 5 o'clock I finish work. On my office day, I will come back home, go to the gym for 45 minutes, eat dinner, shower, do my second job. So by the time it will be around like 8-9 p.m. already. I rest for 1 hour before I start stream at 10 p.m. Yeah, so that's my usual routine. So usually I'll get to finish everything by around 8-9 p.m. Then I rest for 1 hour before I start stream. Yeah, I go to the gym almost every day. Yeah. Yeah. That's why that's why, right? Yeah. That's why I feel, right, that my friends, I feel like I don't do a lot, but my friends say I do a lot. Sometimes I think I have a very skewed view of how much work I do. Yeah. I'm always, I mean, you're always your worst critic, right? So I'm always very critical of how much more I can do. Oh, skater, same. We all go to the gym every day then. Hang on, I'm sending a message. Okay, yeah. So basically, I'm okay because in Australia it's okay, but in Singapore I cannot. In Singapore I used to work up to 3 a.m. Yeah, like it's just too much. Yeah, so that's why I don't like working in Singapore. I like the people there though, but just not the work itself. Why do I like Dimash? Because he can sing so well and he's so handsome lah, please. Okay. How to increase self-confidence? Oh, this is a good one. Even I have this problem. After after XX amount of years, after 21 years, I'm still not good at this. I think self-confidence, right, is something that comes with age. But even at my age, I feel like I'm still not there. I think it's a lifelong journey to be confident in oneself. I think, right, like I'm just looking to see what's next. I think, right, one way to be self-confident, right, is to, first of all, depending on the situation, but most situations it should be okay, to not care about what other people think. As long as you're not hurting anyone, doesn't affect your job or whatever, don't care what other people think. Be thick-skinned. Yeah. I have this problem at work. I have a strong imposter syndrome feeling at work. That sometimes I just don't know what I'm doing, but actually I do. This one I haven't been able to solve because I have this thing where I always second guess myself. I think you just got to be very conscious and tell yourself that actually you know what you're doing, and that as long as you can justify what you're doing is right. Yeah. So I guess always tell yourself that, first of all, don't care what other people think as long as it doesn't hurt anyone and doesn't affect your job or whatever. And then after that, right, you just have to just tell yourself every day, basically, that you're good at what you're doing, or you can do it. Because I always think, right, looking back at my life, right, I can't believe I've done so many things. I can't believe I took the leap of faith to do things that like I will be like, oh my god, I'll be so anxious to do. You know what I mean? And sometimes when I have these doubts, right, I always remind myself, hey Nat, remember that time when you did this? And I was like, oh my god, yeah, how did I manage to do that? I can't believe I did that. So I'm pretty sure, right, somehow in your life you must have done something incredible that you might have forgotten about. So next time when you encounter any obstacle or challenge, right, remind yourself how far you've come and tell yourself that you can get through it. I think that's the best way to build your self-confidence. Because honestly, I think back to all the things that I've done and overcome in my life. I can't believe it. How much I've done. I sometimes shortchange myself and like, oh, I don't think I did that much, but objectively speaking, I did do a lot. Yeah. So yeah, that's my hot tip for increasing self-confidence. So thank you to whoever asked this. I hope that answers your question. But I also feel, right, that you just got to, it's a conscious decision, yeah, to be self-confident. Grandma, how did Dimash and you meet? At the concert lah. Uncle Nat and Dimash stand Dimnet. Dimnet? What the? Is this my ship name? Dimnet? Oh my goodness. Battle for Dream Island? What on earth is this? Is this a show? What are all these things, man? Does MSG really mean make what? Ayo, Maki, where are all these questions? Okay. Next, Okay, this is so hard. Okay. I like my friend, but this friend is already in a relationship. I feel guilty that I like him, but for some reason, I can't make my feelings towards him disappear. I don't know what to do. Thank you, whoever asked this. I think that I think the fact that you asked, right, means that you have some thoughts about it already. You must be thinking about it for quite some time now. I have to say, right, that sometimes we catch feelings very easily. We can't stop who we want. We can't stop who we like. You know, but sometimes who we like may not be the right person for us. Yeah. We can only control ourselves, but we cannot like, control the other person. So I don't know whoever asked this, I'm pretty sure you already have some thoughts about it. Yeah. I think so for some people it's very easy to catch feelings, meaning like it's very easy to like someone else. And you have to ask yourself, what do you actually like about this person? Do you like the idea of this person, or do you like the person itself? And if you really like someone, right, I feel like then you should do whatever that also makes them happy. And if that means being in a relationship with another person, then so be it. Yeah. I'm a very firm believer, right, that when I'm a very firm believer in this. When you meet someone who really likes you, okay, then it should be quite natural when you both like each other, right? The fact that this guy is probably in a relationship with someone else means that, like, probably not the right person for you. Yeah. And also, you don't want to be that person to actually break other people up, right? Yeah. I feel that when you can't make your feelings disappear, right? I think it's about, you gotta think to yourself, right? Why? And what do you like about that person? Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Skater, exactly. If the person's happy, then you won't interfere with their relationship if you want them to be happy. Yeah. But I also believe this, even if it's the right person but the wrong timing, right, then that's the wrong person for you. The right person will come into your life at the right timing. Yeah. 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 I think timing is very important for me, I believe. Yeah. Like, half of it is about timing as well. Sometimes you might meet the right person, but it's the wrong time. Yeah. Like, I think this one, right, just let go. Because, okay, think about it this way. Okay, seriously, whoever asked this, right, think about it this way. Whenever you hold feelings for someone, right, it's like you reserve a spot for them. In a way, right, you are missing out on the long line of people who want to be with you. You get what I mean? When you hold feelings for someone who's not gonna like you back, right, you're wasting your precious time, your energy on something that is out of your control. When someone else could be wanting to be with you. You hold your space, you chop that space, you reserve that space. Okay? The best thing you can do for yourself is to let go and free up that space so someone else can come into your life. You know? That's right, Cap. Timing is key, yes. Yeah. Exactly, it has to be two ways. Yeah, it has to be two ways. You never want to be in a relationship where it's one way, when you're more invested than the other person, because I can guarantee you this, that if one person in the relationship always has to try the hardest and the other person is giving the bare minimum, you're never going to be happy. You need to be in a relationship, right, where both people try their best to make each other happy. Okay? So yeah. So that's my advice. Have a mindset change. Whenever you hold on to someone who is not giving the same kind of energy back, let go. Let them. Let go, let them. And find someone else better for yourself. Yeah. Don't hold feelings for someone who's not gonna return them. Trust me, I learned this the hard way. Okay? So it sometimes it's not easy, but like rather than wasting several months, several years on one person, you could be actually like, there could be someone out there waiting for you. You know? Go find that person. Yeah. So that's my advice for this, whoever wrote this question. I hope that helps, to be very honest. It's not easy, and I know it's hard, but at the end of the day, right, it's like, yeah. Yeah, exactly, Skater, yes. One thing about chasing, if you chase and they don't give you the same, they don't give you a response, then let go already lah. Okay, don't chase for so long. Guys, let me tell you this. If some guy really wants to be with you, they will move mountains to be with you, okay? They will make time in their day to be with you. If some guy only messages you 2 days after you message them, right, or something, that is not the guy for you. That guy is giving you mixed signals. Be with someone who'll be so happy to see a message and reply to you very soon after. Okay? Don't chase someone who is giving you half-hearted effort. Okay? You deserve better than that. Okay? You deserve better than that. So, when you chase people, don't chase for too long. If they're not giving the same energy back, cut ties and move on. That's my advice. So yes, I hope that helps. It's a mindset change, really. It's a mindset change. Not easy, but you can do it. You can do it, okay? We have faith. Like the chase. Nothing wrong with the chase. But if you're not giving the same energy back, then forget about it. Yeah. John Ray! Oh my goodness. Alright, you guys. Yeah. Trust me, I have like dated so many guys, right, who give you crumbs. Don't settle for crumbs. Don't settle for crumbs. You deserve the whole damn cake. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Yeah. Don't settle for... yeah. Don't settle for crumbs. Get the whole damn cake. Yeah. That's my advice. Okay, I think that's a very good quote. I'm gonna add that. Add quote. Don't settle for crumbs. Get the whole damn cake. Nato. What day is it today? 31st? 7/2003. Alright, there we go. Do you actually natto the food? It really depends. It really depends. Yeah. Yeah, Skater. Exactly. I agree. There's so many guys like that out there who just want to flirt, have fun. Yeah. Terrible. I mean, fair enough. It's okay. As I said earlier in one of the earlier questions, it's okay to have fun, but just be upfront and honest about it. Because in the end of the day, you're just gonna hurt someone out there. Yeah. Exactly, Cap. Cake is good. So actually, like natto the food, I don't mind it. But I wouldn't say I love it. I just think it's very nice. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. But at the same time, like I think you will know. Yeah. You never tried natto, Cap? Well, it's kind of like an acquired taste. You either love it or you hate it. So you might try it and you might hate it the first time. Then you might try it again and you might realize, maybe not so bad. Yeah. Definitely worth a try. It is an acquired taste. Or you may not like it. But it's okay, at least you try. I think for me, right, personally, like, I think you just gotta try everything once, right? Hey, yeah, who is this? Is this you, Maki? Ayo, the coconut has a giant land. What is this? That's so disturbing. Dimash beats my papa totally. This is I don't know what this is. How do I avoid attachment issues? Oh, that's you, Hamizan. So funny! Aiyo. Okay lah, not bad lah, you're drawing. How to draw the water? Okay, I know what to do. I know what to do. There you go. I spray Hamizan. I sprayed it. How do I avoid attachment issues? I feel like people in life have attachment issues because of some attachment issues with their parents when they were growing up. Either lack thereof or very messy attachment with parents, right? I think most things stem from childhood. I think the first step to avoiding attachment issues, right, is to figure out what is your attachment issue. Self-awareness is always the biggest thing. Why do you get attached to people? What are you seeking? Are you seeking validation from people? Because you can't validate yourself? Are you... Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's normal to connect with humans. But when you say attachment issues, I begin to wonder what kind of issues you're talking about. And I always think that it stems from childhood. Yeah. Seeking validation from others is very dangerous. Because because that means, right, that you're always at the mercy of someone else. Maybe that's not the right word to use. But it's more like if you're always gonna be seeking external validation, right, you're never gonna be happy. You're never gonna be happy. You're always gonna be trying to live up to someone else's expectation of yourself, when you yourself should have that expectation. Yeah. Dangerous is your middle name, John Ring. No worries, Cap. Actually, I'm gonna end already. This is the last question. Yeah. So, yes. So basically, self-awareness. Exactly. I think learning to be independent is a good one. But also I think this is tough. Because a bit of it is like, we all have to attach to someone, like, you know, human attachments and human relationships and stuff. But I guess knowing what your problem is the first step. What issue you have is the first step. And then afterwards, right, it's like figuring out, okay, how do you stop liking people or whatever? Or like, you know, being close to people who are not good for you, who are toxic for you. Why do you tend to seek those people out? Are you trying to fulfill a need that can't be fulfilled? Or previously was not fulfilled by your parents? Yeah. So yeah. I think again, all these questions, right, I feel like it's all have the same kind of foundation. Yeah, exactly right, Skater. I feel like all these, right, is some kind of like all of them have the same theme. At the end of the day, right, is self-love, self-confidence. You know, being very sure of your identity, being very sure of what you want in life. Because when you don't have direction, that's when things can go very wrong for you. You start to seek external validation from people. You start to latch on to people who are not good for you. You start to fall into very, you know, like patterns with people and stuff. Yeah. Exactly, Skater. Yeah, it takes time. Like, you gotta learn and grow, you know. Yeah, exactly. I think life is all about learning, right? Yeah. Super attached to your wife. That's good. That's a good thing, Skater. This is your wife. Yeah. So yeah, I really think, right, that just be very self-aware. That's my advice. Yeah. Ayo, Skater, like, you know, like those like some of the kids that follow their parents everywhere they go, like even to the toilet. Who do I prefer, Dr. Han or Dimash? I am actually curious. Don't stream. I'm pretty sure this is from you. Don't stream. Are you lurking? Honestly speaking, I don't know. Dimash, obviously, because he's can sing. Dr. Han, I seem to get into very embarrassing situations with Dr. Han all the time. Dr. Han is my dentist. Also known as Dr. Daniel Day Kim. Yeah. Dr. Han is my dentist. That I always have problems, not really problems, but I always get into embarrassing situations with him. Yeah. The last time he massaged my jaw and I was like, oh. Aiyo. So jialat. Okay. Yeah. So yeah. Because I told him, I feel something different with my teeth. Because he tried to do a filling. And then, right? And then he was like, oh, maybe you were just stressed. So he massaged for me. Hilarious, right? Oh my goodness. Yeah. Don't stream. The answer is it's very difficult because they're different. They're so different. Not that I like the dentist lah, please. The dentist and I, there's nothing, cannot, nothing between us, please. Don't have ideas in your head. Because I talked to them about it before. Yeah. People here are very invested in my dentist stories. Yeah. People are very invested in my dentist stories. Yeah. So, yeah. Let me just refresh to make sure that was the last question. Alright, that is the last question. Thank you everyone for coming to my AMA. To my ama. Let's do our usual. I know, I had fun too. I hope all of you had fun as well. I hope I answered some of your questions. I hope I gave you some, things to think about, some food for thought. So we'll do our usual, our contexto. Who wants to... Actually, I don't know who's here. Anyone wants to start us off? And then we can play Wordle after that. Yeah. Pillar. Germs, are you gonna just do pillar every day until it's the word? Holy shit. Germs, what is this nonsense? Germs, today is the day. Germs, I can't believe it. We do pumpkin? I don't know pumpkin. No. Pillar is the word today. Okay, come. Pillar. Hi, Joe Cut a Jar. Welcome in. Oh my... What's... Katy Perry is not just anybody. BBC Eurovision. Pillar. Maybe like building or something. Like some like structure related word. Maybe building? Oh shit! Come on guys, I'm making this too easy for you. I'm making this way too easy for you. Building is still the closest. Yeah, office. What else can it be? Think of building related words. Skater, there's no hint. These are the hints. Basically, right, it's 9 words away from building, and the AI is just based on like AI, like how close is this to the word based on context. School, museum, resort. Yeah, we're just putting in random words, exactly. Oh, so many greens. Unlimited. There's no limit. But basically, I will give 60 GC to whoever guesses the words in under 30 guesses. Like 60 crystals or 60 jades. So you got 16 more tries. But we will play until we guess the word. Yes. 60 crystals, yes. Yeah, I've given up quite a few already. So these people are psychic, man. Chat is psychic. Chat is psychic. Anyone else? Gym. Try door, window, hospital. Roof. Oh! Tower. I'm helping you guys, okay? Walao. Factory. Wall is the closest right now. Hi, Moonlight. We already did museum. We did museum already. Museum is this one over here. Housing. Three more guesses. I'm helping you as well. I'm so close to the word. Mural. Lights. Oh, one more guess. One more guess. We did ceiling already. Nat! Hello, Nat! Oh my gosh! Hello! Welcome in. How are you, Nat? Brick. Oh my god! Moonlight, you got it! And Jess on the 30th guess as well. Moonlight! Do you want, okay, Moonlight, do you want 60 GC for your Genshin account, or do you want 60 Jades for your Honkai Star Rail account? Or do you want to stack it up? 5 wins will get 1 Welkin or 1 Express Pass. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Joe, I love how you're requesting all the Eurovision songs. Don't stream! I actually answered your question! You're free to play? Alright, so you don't want any crystals? Oh, okay. Yeah, so basically Moonlight, right, if you win 5 times, right, you get to stack it up to a Welkin or Express Pass. Or you can just get 60 crystals now. Yeah. 60 GC. Don't stream! Yeah. Okay, basically, right. I just don't chat. Okay. I don't chat, right? Don't stream, right? I like Dimash because he sings very well. Unfortunately, I keep getting into very embarrassing situations with Dr. Han. So I just can't imagine it because I feel so uncomfortable. Hi, Nat. Basically, right, we play this game at the end of stream every day. And then, right, whoever can guess the word in under 30 guesses, or 30 guesses, I will give them 60 crystals, 60 GC. Yeah, we just did an AMA session where people ask me questions. Yeah. I've chemistry with Dr. Han. Don't stream. I think you guys are reading too much into it. Yeah, you guys are reading too much into it. Yeah. Honestly, there is no chemistry. Trust me. You guys are reading too much into it. I mean, yes, fair enough, can fantasize and all that, but honestly, keep the faith. Okay, my next appointment with him is in September. Honestly, right, guys, I haven't actually I'm supposed to have another filling done, but Dr. Han said oh, you don't, I think we can just monitor it for now, so we can just cancel it and I'll see you for the next checkup. Anyway, Moonlight, do you want to just you can either DM me your UID for Genshin. I'll send it to you right now before I go to sleep. Moonlight, if you're still there. Dancing in the moonlight. Let's. Oh yeah, I forgot Wordle's not the website. All right, what? Ah, I can't spell Wordle. Your brain is still processing. All right, you take your time. We play Wordle first. Okay, guys, we're playing Wordle for a short while. Who wants to guess the first word? Truce. Ooh, interesting one. Alright, anyone else have any suggestions? Otherwise, we'll go with truce. First is also a good one. First or truce, guys? They're both very different. They both have all different letters. Which one do you think on the probability? I think probability wise, right? Fire station. Skater! This one only got 5 letters. You cannot fit fire station into it. Lucky. I think lucky is very rare because K and Y are very rare letters. Yeah, I'm thinking more towards truce or first. So maybe first because S and I are very common and T as well. Yeah. Truce. Alright, so E is correct. So there is a T and the E is in the right position. So the T has to be in the second, third, or fourth position. E is in the last position. So maybe let's try the other vowels. Stone. That's a good one actually. Joe. Wow! Oh my goodness, Joe. You're psychic. You're psychic. Right now we have this is very easy already then. It must be an A. Maybe? A? Because I'm thinking of the vowels. No, it can't be stair. Maybe stage. Oh, steak. Oh yeah, this is hard now. Okay, guys, we have a few strategies when it's like that, right? We have a few strategies. We can either come up with a very completely different word to make use of all the letters. So we try to find the word that has K, L, R. I mean not R, because there's no R in this. Or G. Yeah. Raged. That's good. So that in that way we cancel out R and G at the same time. But R is definitely no R, sorry. There's definitely no R. I don't mind going with stage. No, it's not A as well. Okay, guys, it's not an A. So the only vowel left, right? The only vowel that is left is I. So potentially it could be a double E. It could be an E here as well. Yeah. I think the strategy, right, we should type other words to spell out every possible thing. Lucky. Stain. No, it's not A for sure. We still haven't guessed I yet though. We should try to find something that's L, K, D maybe? D? State? No. State? It has to be an E, right? Light. That's a good one. Let's try that. Okay, so it's a L. Good one, Germ, is a L. Such a word? Oh, what is this? Stole? No, it's not O. It's not O. It's not Ojo. There's no O. Oh my god, style! Yes! Oh my god, you got it, Skater! Woohoo! Nice, nice. Of course, of course. Not bad. Soleil. Exactly. Nice, nice, nice. Stele is a word as well. I think if at least you will know it's definitely style if you write stele. So we still stale. Yeah. So we still could have one anyway. Alrighties. Let's see who to raid. Moonlight, you make sure you let me know what you want. We raided all these people very recently. Guys, do you have any suggestions for raids? I'm actually asking now. Taze is doing fishing. Alright. Do you wanna get 60 GC right now, or do you wanna win 5 times and stack it to a Welkin? But that means you have to come to my stream more often and win 5 times. Win 4 more times. Oh, we can put Pika Chica. I didn't notice that she was streaming. Hey, yeah, why not working? I think I might raid Pika Chica because we haven't raided her in a while. Why do I always have this problem? I think Hansi also had this problem earlier. Okay, Moonlight, can you wanna DM me your UID on Discord? Join my Discord. Stack it up. You wanna stack it up, Moonlight? Okay. Alright, okay, guys, you have to keep track, okay, of your own wins because I can't keep track for you, but I got very small brain. I can't even keep track of my life. Keep track of your own wins, okay? Yeah. I trust you to keep track of it accurately. Yeah. Alright, Moonlight, you let me know, okay? You let me know. Anyway, here's my raid message. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming to my very successful AMA. Do you like this kind of content? Do you wanna... Oh, thanks, James, for having me check. Do you wanna see more of this kind of content where we just do just chatting and talk about life and shooting the breeze? Pika Chica 702. Okay, guys. Thanks everyone for hanging out with me tonight. What was I gonna say? Yeah. As for streams next week, right? I think most likely I think I'm quite free next week. So I might actually stream quite a lot next week. But depending on my mood as well. Yeah. No worries, Germs. I hope everyone had a good time as well. Yeah, I hope everyone had a good time. If you want to see more of this content, right, just let me know. I'm very open one. Maybe next time maybe I can do all this AMA while cooking. Yeah. Once in a while. Yeah, I know exactly, John Ray. Once in a while is good. I think I'm still mainly a Genshin streamer. But yeah, I don't mind doing something different. Maybe I'll do a cooking stream. Or maybe I'll do a cooking stream and an AMA stream at the same time next time. Yeah, who knows? Who says we can't do both? So yeah. Thanks everyone. Please take care of yourselves, okay? Do all the self-love and all that, like what we talked about. Make sure you rest, hydrate, and everything. And I hope you guys have a great week ahead. I'll see you soon. Mwah! If you haven't already, follow me on Discord. Follow me on all my socials except TikTok. No, just joking. You can just don't need to delete TikTok. Okay? Yeah. Alright. Okay. I love you all. Bye bye. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thanks for hanging out. Bye everyone. Have a great night. And let's say hi to Pika Chica. Alright, good night everyone. Night. Let's go.